Don't be petty and start moving stuff because you got your list written down. Stick with your list.
The Piano in the Forest. Shout out
You
to
kicked
you
that
too.
out? Not just being this kiddie high school romance. There was adult themes, not adult themes.
But it gives you just enough action to be like, yes. But the great part is you don't stay for the action. You stay for like all of the emotional growth. No, we can't. No, we can't. You were about to have your panties in a bunch if I moved it to 6. You were ready. We're talking crime. We're talking violence.
I want to do hood rat stuff with my friends.
The serial killer who just wants to have a regular life.
No.
Do you, Queen? Listen.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the season 4 finale.
Wild.
And another episode of Life Later Podcast where you can be entertained, find some escape relief, and where we talk about the impact the anime has on our lives. We are your host, Family Man Joe.
And Mr. Music Major. How y'all doing?
Crazy. But we'll get to that in a second. Let's start with some prayer and then we'll shoot the ish. But Lord Jesus, thank you for today. Thank you for your patience with us. Thank you for your continued grace, your grace and mercy that renews daily, that you continue to give to us daily, that we need daily. We all fall short of your glory, Lord. And so thankful for your compassion and your grace and mercy, as I said before, Lord, that you, instead of, keeping track of our records of wrongs, Lord, you've cast them as far as the east is from the west. You've forgotten them, Lord, and you've offered us forgiveness, the opportunity to accept your Son, Jesus Christ, and what he did for us, living the life that he lived, dying the death that we deserved. Sorry, he did not deserve, that we deserved, and giving us the gift of eternal life in heaven with you, washing our sins away. Lord, I'm eternally grateful, literally eternally grateful for that gift. And I hope that those here that have been on this journey with us, especially this season specifically, have drawn closer to you and near and dear to you through our prayers, through our anime impacts, or Bible and anime moments, as I've titled them on Instagram and shorts and whatnot. But Lord, I hope that this pod has been a tool for you to use, an instrument for your kingdom, even in the smallest way, Lord, even if it's helped someone in the tiniest of ways. It's helped us, I know, in many of ways, and causing us to read our Bible and to dive deeper into your word and into the art form that we love, and find that connection, and being able to then, speak and teach as best as we can, though we are not perfect by any means necessary. But Lord, just thank you. I thank you for the season. I thank you for my brother Preston, for the ups and downs of this season, from the beginning to now, to Anime Expo, to MomoCon, to the wives dealing with us, to the kids, to just everything, all the hard times that have made this difficult, but all the great times that have made this absolutely amazing and worth the journey. The journey's not over, but Lord, I just thank you for this time. I thank you for this season. And praise you in your Son, Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Amen.
Hey guys, we just wanted to take a moment real quick to say thank you so much for being here and supporting the podcast. We truly consider you all family. And if you also consider us family, or even just a small part of your life, please, there's something we want to ask you all to do for us.
Like the daggone episode, man. No. But seriously, we greatly appreciate it if you guys would follow us on all of our socials. We're on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, Threads, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you may decide to watch and listen. Also, we have a Discord. We have an amazing time with our community in there, and I promise you, it is something you do not want to miss out on. Discord After Dark is a thing.
Stop it. And to clarify, before P go wild with that, y'all get a misconception. Discord After Darkness usually just means we went live, or we had an event, and we decided to hop in Discord after it, and it usually happens to be late, so they titled it Discord After Dark. Nothing crazy goes on in the Discord, I promise. Lastly, it was requested by some of you guys that we create not only a Patreon account, but also a Throne wish list. So if you want to follow us on anything we just mentioned, check out the description. All the links are down below there.
We love you guys, and we appreciate all the support that you give us. Now, let's get back to the episode. Journey just beginning. We thank God for continued journey, for the continued perseverance of the journey.
No, it was just this. I
That's
went a
just
little,
the
I went a little
words, you
far.
know.
Yeah, it went a
It's
little
just
far
the
with that word.
words.
But brother, we started recording. Okay, first episode, episode 41, first episode of season 4. Okay, was back on February 11th. I know you said it felt like it was
Okay, never
bypassed,
mind. Yeah,
brother. It's
it
been
didn't feel like it.
yeah, it's been 4 months.
And I will say, maybe it doesn't feel like that because really, it's almost been half a year that we've been like legit kind of recording. Like,
No,
you know, a
literally, it's
couple months shy, but
almost
yeah,
like
almost.
a month shy,
Yeah,
just a
month
month
shy,
shy.
month shy, month shy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
February,
It's
February,
July.
March, April, May,
Jeez.
June,
So a
July.
month shy.
Yeah, like actually a
I
couple weeks.
think
Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
think too. Shout out to the wifey who has really this season for sure has like been like just the most cool, calm, and collected individual that she could possibly be. From us like changing recording schedules, from us saying, "Hey, gotta now record at 9,"
Yeah.
and she'd be like, "All right, do what you got to do. I'll be here when you get to bed." I just want to say really, really quick, big shouts out to you, Shantae. You have been um, just a huge rock for me for this season, and just this season in my life in general. So big shouts out to you. And I'm pretty, of course, Amber as well. I
Yeah,
already
yeah,
know,
no,
but I'll
no,
let Joe
she
go
been tripping.
that
She been
route.
tripping.
Hey,
Just kidding. She has been outstanding. As usual, man. This has been difficult time for us for sure. Um,
this season has
all,
been more difficult for you guys.
I was
I
gonna
mean,
say this.
not saying for
Yeah,
you guys, but like this has
yeah.
been like you guys have had a lot of stuff to just
This
happen.
is yeah. This is probably, if I'm speaking in podcast terms, it's probably been the hardest year for the pod for me. Um, Trying to schedule, organize stuff, dealing with outside stuff, um, space, like just in general, brother. Um, but we made it through this season, this year,
With
and
some really
obviously,
cool ups too. So, but go
yeah,
ahead,
some really dope
continue.
ups. I mean, and we're not done per se. Like the season may end, but obviously going live and stuff like that. Um, you know, so we gonna be here. But this year for sure has probably been like the most taxing for on my end. I think probably the hardest one so far. Um,
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
as far as like on this side, as far as on this
Okay,
side,
yeah,
yeah,
no, I got it.
yeah.
Season two just kicked my ass on every side.
I mean, yeah,
It
yeah.
didn't
I
matter
mean,
what,
yeah. We've talked
every
about
side.
yeah, we've talked about that before.
No, but I'm saying if you had to
yeah,
like, so like, I'm saying if you had to peg like your hardest year, like you're
yeah.
saying season 4 was your hardest. I am saying season 2 was
Yeah,
my
yeah.
hardest.
I think season 2 obviously was harder for me for a different reason.
Yeah,
Obviously, me and you dynamic and stuff like that. Versus this season's been hard for me here personally in life with my wife and the kiddos
I'm
and
just
life
saying,
in general.
regardless of like, I
Yeah,
get that. I'm saying yes, our
for
dynamic, but
you,
also
yeah, yeah, yeah. For
other
you,
dynamics as
yeah,
well.
yeah. For you, season 2 for sure, all
You
encompassing.
guys, if I ever get that transparent, I will let you. You guys will be in for a nice little ride. If I ever get that transparent, I don't know if I ever get that transparent. But God bless, God bless.
Oh man,
But it's been
but
great. It's been
brother,
great. It's been great.
brother. I mean, just a quick run through of what we've done. Obviously, started off the season with the hot takes. Went to the horrible mentors. Best anime of each decade with Rob and Tracy. Shout out to the
Full time,
boys. Then we had Andrew from Gamers Heaven on.
really
Relate,
dope individual.
man, I love Andrew. So glad we finally got him on. I really wish we could have seen him at Momo in person and stuff. But I've met him. P has not yet, but great individual, like by far. We did the most relatable Shonen MC tier lists, part 1 and part 2. Probably my favorite episodes that we've done. As far as like deep dive and stuff like that. Like
I would
it
agree.
just was
I would agree.
different. It was different in a sense. It was really, I think, showed the core of like what we're about. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I think that was why I love this so much. Dove into the One Piece live action. Then we finally got the Miss Fantastic Frankie on.
That might be like top
That's up there
two of my favorite for me.
for the season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Terran Resonance Part 1 and 2, which, man, that
Boo
show.
boo.
Okay, we can't say boo boo. Okay, we can't say boo boo. We
I
can't say
gave it
boo
a
boo.
5, dog.
Overall,
Yeah, overall I gave it a 5. Overall, I either gave it a 5 or a 6.
I don't remember.
Oh no, I didn't give it a 7. I know I ain't give it a 7. I know for a fact I didn't give it a 7.
And then we had our jaw dropping moments. We did a Scarlet movie review because Rob said that was his favorite movie for the year, and obviously it got nominated for Crunchyroll Film of the Year.
Boo boo.
I still will not say boo boo.
I won't say boo boo. You're right. It had some things I wish that were explained a little bit better.
Yeah,
not boo boo for sure.
Sure. Then we did our big episode, man. Probably my favorite episode, like that we always do. I wish we did more of them. Shoot, P. If we try to be, like real gung ho, maybe next Momo or whatever con we do, we could be like, hey, we gonna do 2 of these, 2 separate groups. With,
I mean, actually, that wouldn't be. I mean, yeah, that's doable.
It's doable.
That's doable.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, but that's doable. We would just kick off, do a Sunday. But anyway, we would do a Friday and a Sunday. A Sunday would have to be one of those. But anyway,
then we got to the non-shonen for Shonen Bros with Mel. Shout out to the bestie, Mel. That was fun. Just fun. It's always fun when we got Mel involved, man. And then the way that episode ended and we drug on forever.
What was it, Asabase?
Asabase, bro. Asabase, something like that, bro. That just ridiculous. And then Trucker Mel came out at the end of the episode.
Love that episode.
Most iconic moments after that, which we got some flack for that, but yeah.
Who cares? We love
y'all. Q&A, our 2 Q&A episodes back to back. I originally didn't want to, but I delegated and let P choose, and P wanted to do the second part, and we did it. I listened. I stopped being so type A.
It'll never happen, but God bless. Just like I'll never stop being type B. It just won't happen. We are who we are, and that's just what it's gonna be.
And then we rounded off. We decided to do some side characters, relatable side character tier list, part 1 and part 2 to round that off. And now we are here, 20 episodes, the most episodes we've done in the season. I think this has been our goal episodes for since season 2. We wanted to hit 20. Hadn't done it yet. I think we got either 17 or 18 last season. I can't quite remember. But we finally hit a 20 episode season.
It's just crazy that we have to record half the year.
We don't technically, but we do.
I mean, no, we don't. Right? We would have to double up on it.
Yeah.
Well, we missed some weeks too, but
we missed. We missed a week or 2. I can't remember how many weeks we missed at this point, but as far as recording, we missed a couple weeks. We missed a lot of weeks recording.
I was about to say we missed
probably missed like a month total in there, like 4 weeks total that we didn't record. But we missed a week or 2 of not posting an episode. Maybe just one, because we posted the interview with.
No, it's just one. We just missed the one.
Yeah, we posted the interview with Jessica that week.
Correct.
Man, so yeah, this has been a journey, brother. Anything you want to talk about this season? I mean, obviously we kind of hinted at our favorites, but favorite episodes, favorite highlights, moments, in general of the year so far.
Yeah, no, there's been quite a few, and even just my personal journey, just with what I'm going through. I will say 2 of my favorite impact moments that I did for myself was the depression joint and the dad joint. I think I did one with Endeavor, and then the depression one, I think I did just a conglomerate of different anime characters that were struggling with depression. So that was one of my favorite, and just the anime impacts in general. I have thoroughly enjoyed this year. This has been really dope to, Joe said in his prayer, to kind of do some deep diving, kind of relate what we love to watch on a daily basis and what we walk on a daily basis, and kind of marry the two have been one of the highlights of the podcast episodes for this season for me. And I remember me and Joe had an extensive discussion on do we want to pivot to this route? Because if we
Man,
do pivot to this route, like
man.
this is where we sit. Which again, neither one of us has any like issue sharing like our belief, our faith, who we believe in, all of that good stuff. But once we turn that corner, like we here.
Yeah.
And so, do we kind of want to do that? And we both decided, heck yeah, let's go for it. And which has been crazy because I have seen so many of you guys in the comments saying like, "Hey, yo, I found some Christian brothers that do like anime and talk Jesus. Oh, I'm in there." So, it's been very fulfilling. In that regard, as far as like podcast episodes, there have been a lot of episodes that I have enjoyed. The going into depth with the characters have been absolutely one of my favorites. Frankie's episode also was just one of my favorites. I just think that was a good time. Another one of my favorites was, of course, Mail. Like, getting Mail on is always a good time. Rob and Tracy, getting them on is always a good time as well.
Always the most clippable episode is Rob and
Tracy,
bro.
Always. And always the ones that just do like bananas and numbers as well.
Well, yeah. Tracy
I also
Pod famous.
between Rob and Tracy.
Yeah, I will forever tell them that Rob and Tracy made the pod famous, bro. I got numbers to prove it. I've shown Tracy. Tracy knows.
And that One Piece talk also gave us some really good numbers.
Oh, for sure. Listen,
they gave us, especially after we did the collab with them, like a lot of their folk like was like, oh, we'll check them out, and they checked us out, and they've been staying ever since. Yeah. So kudos to them as well.
I'll say this, and just to go harp on Tracy, in the last 90 days on Instagram, we've gotten the most followers, not from any anime content, from the Tracy Core video that I made.
That's hilarious.
So Tracy giving us crap has the highest follower rate in the last 3 months.
That's hilarious.
Crazy.
That's hilarious. I can believe
that. Makes no sense.
I can believe that.
It makes no sense.
Another one of my favorites is like the hot takes. Anytime we get to hear from Discord and get to include them into like the episodes, it's always a good time as well. So yeah, those were a couple of my highlights for sure. Also incorporating the prayer. Let me tell you something. When Joe brought the idea of prayer, because we were already kind of doing the anime impacts, just infusing scripture. So I think like not the real argument, but the real like discussion was starting with prayer. And again, talking about it like cool, do it. One of my biggest apprehensions was I pray in secret. I pray in secret. Like I am, and wife, like that is like as far as like the extent. If somebody asks me to pray, sure, I will hold them down regardless, and I will pray. But for like, I won't say strangers, but like people who don't know my prayer life, you're now invited into my prayer life and what I pray and how I pray and all of that stuff. I was nervous as all get out. But again, God is just like really just, I was talking about this with my manager, is like a lot of the times, and I did this in Anime Impact, a lot of the times I will run away from the things that God tries to grow me in. And so for this, he was like, hey, yo, like, just chill out. Like, pray. You pray. Excuse me. Negro, you pray. Just pray. Like, what do you, like, die? And so, as I began to, like, pray and pray out loud and, do this with the podcast, my prayer life has gotten, one, so much better. But two, there's been, like, certain instances to where, like, I've been called to pray, like, off rip. Like, hey, can you pray for me? Like, now, right here, now, me? Yes. Okay. Let us pray. Let us pray. And so I am just always like in awe at like the things that God wants to do with me. And if I get out of the way and let him do what he wants to do, like there's so many great things that will come from it. So yeah, those are a couple of a few of my highlights. But Joe, I'll pass it back over to you, sir.
No, I'm good. I mean, yeah, I kind of touched on it. Around the Horn is always a good time. We got some new faces in there.
Around the Horn, yeah.
Yeah. We got some new faces in there this time. Obviously, we had Blaze running it back. And discovered that he is LeBron, not Jordan. Back-to-back second place. But love my nephew, nonetheless. And then we got to connect obviously with Corey and Kimmy from Moon Piece Podcast and the homie Seb from Topped. So it was just a really good time, man. And to Momo kind of general with the community, brother, just hanging out with them folks was a heck of a time. Like,
I wasn't going to con stuff yet.
You pretty much covered all the episodes. I'm like, okay, well, I'll go to the next stuff.
Okay, sure, you got it.
But just the fact that we had the turnout that we had, people pulling up to come hang with us. Obviously, they're the con too as well. Like, it was not just us, but the fact that the Discord pulled up, the Shiesty Pirates pulled up, and some others. Not everybody's a Shiesty Pirate, and some others pulled up, man, to just hang with us, to spend time with us. Meeting Marco, we'll throw Marco in there as well. Meeting Marco at Expo. I know he couldn't make it to Momo, but meeting him at Expo was amazing. For him to tag along and hang out, and for him to get all those autographs from folks and meet some other people that he's in there with. Everyone's like, wait, Lil Mac? Yeah,
which is crazy, and I meant to say that on the live when we talked about Expo, and we didn't get a chance to say it, but Marco like a little celebrity low key, because once everybody found out who Marco was, they were like, look Marco. Yeah, that's look, and everybody knows who Marco is.
Rob,
Brolic,
all of them knew who that
everybody
was.
knows who he is.
It was so
which
cool,
was so
man.
Dope to see, man.
Justin and Erica knew who he was.
Yeah, it was so dope to see.
It was so dope. So dope. So shout out to Marco, man. It was a really good time.
Shout out to sorry, can't skirt by that. Shout out to that was a good time. That was a good time. Again, you guys will also never know what would happen. Good time though.
Yeah, the draft.
The draft.
The draft.
You're gonna cut all that out and he's just gonna call it the draft.
Yeah, the draft was a real good time. God, dog.
It was a good time. Fun.
And then we just hashed AX the last couple episodes ago, whatever that was. So you guys have already heard this, but man, AX was by far the best con we've been to, at least in my opinion. Like, community wise, Momo was it. Yeah. Family, seeing everybody, feel at home at Momo, feel at home at ATL. But AX, brother,
industry wise,
oh my gosh, industry wise, fellow creators, mutuals, like insanity from day zero.
It doesn't compare.
From day zero. Trying to make New York Comic Con happen. By the skin of my teeth, it might happen, but right now, probably not happening. Unfortunately,
so I will let you know. If you go, it probably is a thing that I go.
All right, sweet. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Tune into the
also real quick, and I know we've given this person, and out of all of the people that we met, like, everybody has been absolutely amazing. From Raz to Shiesty to Aaron to all of you guys, Dorito, all of you guys have been amazing. Cyborg, all of you guys.
Now you gotta name everybody.
Dang, man. Dang.
Shiesty,
see, that's what I use.
Aaron,
there you go.
Raz, Nina,
Chris,
Chris, Cyborg, Kill Switch, Spencer, Stu.
Tom.
Trying to picture the room. Kenny.
Trying
to picture dinner. I'm going around dinner. We said Raz already, right? All right, Chris, Raz,
yes.
Shiesty, Nina, her husband. Shout out to Nina's husband. Shout out to the Gremlin.
Shout out to Lil Grim.
I want to say on top of my head that that's everybody. Dorito, you said Dorito earlier.
I said
Dorito. Yeah, I think that's it from the community.
And again, if it's not everybody, charge it to my head and not charge it to my heart.
We love all y'all.
We love all y'all.
All y'all.
100%. And again, out of everybody that we met from Expo as well, of course, Rob, Kumar, Perry, Erica, aka Justin, and
Jessica.
Justin, Erica. We got to meet Lag. We got to meet Jay.
Have fun getting everybody here.
There were. I mean, it was real. I mean, we met Pinoy, John.
Professor
Brandon,
Doty.
that anime news got Brandon, John Marco,
Yeah.
a lot of folk.
King Vader.
King Vader.
Nick Connors.
We saw Debatable again. Always good to
Debatable
see them
pulling up.
boys.
Shoot. Did you say Jermaine?
Jermaine! Saint Jermaine!
Pulled up.
Jermaine's just a really good, dope individual.
Yeah, man.
As well,
shout out to the cousin, man. I love
Jermaine
it, man.
is such a dope individual. Yeah, we got to pull up on Shmeem and do a podcast with them, bro.
With him and Kane, brother Kane.
That was a fun. I go back and like still look at the highlights of that.
The reels be going crazy. The Zorro reels,
yeah.
Bro.
By the way, man, I just want to say, like, some of that stuff I didn't agree with, and I'm glad he highlighted the stuff that I did not agree with, because that Zorro stronger than Luffy, y'all were tripping. Y'all were tripping. And what I wanted to say, and I know this, I don't want to go into like One Piece and then I'm going to go back to what I'm going to. You guys were talking about, is Luffy, no, Sabo and Zoro, and are they comparable and comparable? And we were talking about like, you know, Zoro being second in command and Sabo being second in command. Here's what I wanted to say, and it slipped my mind, but I wanted to say that if we're going to compare with the narrative and we're going to scale with the narrative and we're going to say that Zoro is comparable to Luffy, I don't think you can do that, because if we go a step up and we say that Sabo, that Sabo is comparable to Zoro, if we scale up a little bit and we say Luffy and Dragon, do we think that Luffy is comparable to Dragon? Because I don't think so. Not at this moment. And so I think that gives Sabo...
You have no clue.
But if we're scaling with narrative, Luffy cannot be where Dragon is. I just don't believe that.
Can't be where Dragon is?
Right now, I don't see that. I don't see that.
Okay.
I don't see that. And because for me, being that I don't see that, I think that Sabo scales higher than Zoro. And again, I'm not going to say that this is like crazy scaling, but like for the fact that y'all said that Zoro is beating out Sabo, that is wild.
We didn't say it was like major. It wasn't a major.
No, y'all was going 45-55. That's wild. 60-40. That's wild.
No one said 60-40. 45-55.
Yeah. Schmidt. No. Kane did. Kane did 60-40.
It's not even that high of a difference.
That's high. For me, that's high. That's 20%. That's the difference, 20%. That's high. That's high for me.
Okay.
But either way, we got a chance to do their podcast. It was absolutely a really, really good time. I really cannot wait till you post the headband. I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on the headbands. I'm waiting on that. It was a really good time. But you know, we shouted out a lot of folk. But big shouts out to the one, the only, Allie.
I was about to say I'm waiting on it.
Jeez, bruh, you so amazing. Like it was like a really good time. And again, for us to like gel like that quick, you know, only knowing each other a few days, that again was one of the biggest highlights of Expo. Again, we also got to make some really, really dope connections industry wise. We just got an email a couple days ago from
someone
really big
that we was trying to meet and didn't meet, and now they're like, "Oh, well, we can still talk." I said,
"Hey, yo, put the meeting on." And so, like, it's been AX by far was really dope. But again, shouts out to you, Allie. Like that was a really dope, fun time, man. Again, Trap, really fun. Shout out to Troop and Anime Sundays, Jared, like all of them guys for like throwing Trap Sushi in LA. Absolutely fun.
Crazy.
Sonic Boombox, ridiculous as well. We got to meet more people. We got to yuck it up with Ben, even though it was from RDC, even though it was maybe like 30 seconds. We got to like say, "Hey, how you doing?" Really, really dope to like. Just,
I mean, shout out to Pika, shout out to Ren.
Ren.
That brother,
that
boy Ren. Love it, man.
I felt like I've been knowing you forever.
You got to meet. It was insane, bro. It was insane. It was such a good time. Such a good time.
Fun.
JD Legend.
Also very funny as well, man.
Yeah.
And also he's just very knowledgeable. That man just smart.
His
And
videos,
on a lot of
be
stuff.
crazy, bro.
That
His
man's
videos be
smart.
crazy. So, yeah, man, this year has been nothing but amazing.
It's been really good.
Amazing.
It's been really good.
Not perfect. Definitely some things I was like, would love for this to be going this way, and it's not. However,
yeah, I mean, I'm with you. Like, even just looking at numbers and things like that, like, just, wish some stuff was doing better. But, like, we were growing in other areas. And so, like, I'm like, okay, I'll take it for now.
Yeah.
Shout out to Keats because he actually put out a video today.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, talking about success and, like, what success means and, like, how success, just because you have, like, all of these followers don't mean you're necessarily successful. And just talking about a couple things. So I really enjoyed that video. So shouts out to him. Also, shouts out to him for throwing us in the freaking DreamCon video that you still didn't do that. I meant to ask you about that.
Yeah, I meant to do that. I probably will.
But shouts out to him because that took me by like.
Once I saw Full Metal, I was like, "This is why he brought us up here."
Yeah, but I didn't. But I was really shocked that he shouted us out. And then everybody like in the comments like, "Hey yo,
yeah, hey, like, get on this."
Like whatever, hey yo. So very very dope as well.
Yeah, man. Man, this year's been insane.
I got to meet Malcolm. I forgot about Malcolm. Really dope individual. Had him on the pod as well. We got to meet Waleed. I can't think of his new handle.
Watashi Waleed.
Got to meet him. I think so too. I think that's what it is. But also really, really dope individual. Berna. We got to meet Berna, which was absolutely dope as well. Yeah. Blake came back on. We got to meet the homie Rome.
We got to meet Rome at AX.
Rome, bro, that man funny. That man just funny.
I love his content.
That man funny.
I love his content. I mean, we got to meet Emmanuel LKD as well.
Yeah.
Met Pierre Steps.
That was
met freaking Tamir's verse in Doron's World, which, bro, them boys, I love them. I love their content.
We got to meet Dance.
Dance Fiction.
Dance Fiction. Really dope too.
Got to meet Jackie in person finally. Jackie Jing
was really, really dope to meet her in person as well, man. Again, if we missed anybody,
love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing.
It was so many people, man.
Crazy, bro. Like insanely crazy amount of people that we finally got to connect with and meet. That whether we've been fans of for a long time beforehand or whatever, but it was insane from day zero. Freaking anime men.
Just stupid me. Me.
Bro, we're literally chopping it up with the boys for like 10 minutes, the first people we talk to and get in the building. And we chop it up like 20 minutes after Kodansha House is over with.
I'm like, man, there's some really nice guys, man.
Like, hey, you know who those guys were? It's like,
no, man.
Nah. Like,
they were really nice, though.
He's like, ow.
Well, when I tell y'all I be old, Joe was like, y'all know, but they was really nice. I really enjoyed them young fellas. Like, that's what it felt like. Like, I felt old. And again, just one more, big shout out to Jay for getting us into
Inferno Jay,
the Kodansha house party. Because, bro, that took off, bro. That was the night. Oh, shout out Toasty.
Shout out Toasty.
And Maya.
Shout out. Did we say Jared?
Jared, I did say Troop and Jared from Anime Sundays.
Okay.
Or not from Anime Sundays, but for Trap.
Okay. Hey, whatever you're spinning, I can hear like clear as day.
I'm not spinning any.
Or whatever you're dropping. Yeah, that.
Lizzie.
Lizzie Ashley.
Crazy. Yeah. That was a good time too. I enjoyed that. Good time. Wonderful time. I got to play a drinking game with some content creators, you guys. I was just in awe. God's will! Got to be God's will! Got to be God's will, bro!
We can sit here and bring up somebody else every 5 seconds. All right, y'all. Well, after we just yapped about all the wonderful things, I mean, it's season 4 finale, and also it's our podcast, so just yap whenever we decide to yap. and go on and carry on whatever we decide to carry on. However, it is time for our favorite part and our favorite segment of the podcast, Anime Impacts. And I am up first this week. And I'm going to bring it back to a familiar anime. Okay. I've done an impact on this anime already before, but this one's a little
two of the kind. Okay, great.
This one's a little bit different. And so I have a question that I want you to really just sit with for a moment. What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to truly sacrifice in order to gain what actually matters most? Because if we look at the life of Edward Elric in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, his entire journey can be boiled down to that one single question. Our journey with Ed and his brother Alphonse began with them making a sacrifice that they never intended to make. In their attempt to bring back their mother, the human transmutation, Al has his entire body taken from him, and Edward loses his arm and a leg. But Ed didn't just lose parts of his body that day. He also took on a burden that he was never meant to carry alone. He convinces himself, if I can just become smart enough, strong enough, and capable enough, I can fix this myself. So he throws himself into studying alchemy. He travels across the country chasing answers. He ventures into dangerous places and even works alongside people who don't have his best interests at heart. But to Edward, every risk is worth taking. If it means just gaining one more piece of knowledge, one more answer, one more thing that might undo his greatest mistake, he's going to chase after. But Edward's greatest struggle isn't his desire to make things right. It's his belief that he has to be the one in control. He clings to his alchemy, believing it's the very thing that will save both him and Alphonse. Yet by the end of the story, Edward realizes something remarkable. The very power that he's been holding on to is the one thing that he needs to let go of. Matthew 16, verse 24 to 25 says, Then Jesus said to his disciples, Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross and follow me. For whoever wants to save their life will lose it. Whoever loses their life for me will find it. Edward spends this entire series trying to become powerful enough to fix his greatest problem. But in the end, he discovers that the answer isn't gaining more power, it's surrendering the power he already has. Most of us aren't trying to restore a brother's body, but we are trying to control our own lives. We convince ourselves that if we can just work a little bit harder, make a little more money, or become a little more successful, then we'll finally have everything under control. But Jesus asks us a much deeper question in Matthew 16, verse 26. For what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world and forfeits his soul? Edward eventually learns that what mattered most wasn't his power or how he got the power. It was his brother. And as a follower of Christ, and as followers of Christ, we're called to recognize that what matters most isn't holding on to our control of our own lives. It's surrendering them to the one who gave his life for us. So seek God, trust in him, study his word so that you know his heart and can walk in the path he's prepared for you. But remember, none of that begins until you're willing to surrender. So I'll leave you with the same question one more time. What are you willing to sacrifice in order to gain what actually matters most? That is my anime impact. So it was I was making that reel. Well, they haven't seen it. Well, they'll have seen it by this point. We were doing the jaw-dropping moments, and my moment was like that final scene. That not scene, but the final. I just remembered because I was watching it back. It's like 2 episodes that all happens in. But Alphonse gives up his armored body, his soul for Al Edward to get his arm back. Edward goes crazy, and then Edward finally gives up his alchemy to get his brother back and get his body back. And it just like full circle moment of like this whole entire time. Ed has been chasing after this. He's been grasping at straws, trying to get more power, get more control, and use alchemy to then do what he needs to do to get his body back. But he, instead of holding on so tight to it, he finally realized at the end, like, you see him looking at his hands like, oh, I figured it out. I don't need this anymore. I need to let this go. I need to get rid of it. Not say get rid of it, but just let it go. And that was the answer at the end of the day. He let go of control. He let go of the power. He let go of being self-reliant. And trusted that everything was going to be okay at the end of the day. And that hit for me. I was like, I got to do an anime impact on that for sure.
Yeah, Matthew 16:26. One of my favorite scriptures. What does a man to profit the world but to gain his soul, like in forfeit of? And dog. I have ran that a lot because I remember like young me. I just wanted to be successful. I didn't care how it happened. I didn't care how it came to me. I just wanted that. And this was at church one night, like legit. I believe in prophecy. I believe in prophets for sure. This lady don't know me from a hand in the moon. And this is not like, it wasn't even for show. Like, this is not in front of everybody. Church service.
She don't know you from a what?
From a hand in the moon.
Brother, you got sayings that from the Goosies to this one.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard that. But sorry, continue your story.
No,
I
you're fine.
apologize.
No, you're fine. She'll know from a hand in the
What?
moon, man. So and this was after church. And we're just talking. Again, I'm not sharing like all of these things, and I'm young. I'm like 21, 22. And it's like a night after revival. And we're just talking. And she was like, God, like, just laid it on my heart. She was like, if it's for you, cool. If it ain't for you, maybe it is in the future. And again, this is when I was really struggling. Like, I had just graduated college. I'm like wanting to be in music. I want to be a teacher. I also want a gig. I don't care how it happens. I just need it to happen for me. I see all of my friends doing like all of this great stuff. I need it to happen for me. I don't care how it happens. I need it to happen. And she whispered that Bible verse to me, and shook me up. And I just, like, as the churchy folks say, I just began to weep. Like, I wept like really, really bad, like uncontrollable. Because that's something like I had been like seeking so much, is that like, I don't care. I want to be successful. And she was like, success is not going to look like that for everybody. So I just need you to be okay with wherever God is going to take you. And again, you've talked about that before. You don't have to be like, have this big platform and have to do all of these things to touch people, and we always pray. And I was talking to this with my barber. We always pray, God, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? What is my purpose? God, low key, has already lined out what your purpose is, what you're supposed to do, why and why you're here on this earth. All of the other things are things that like you want to accomplish, you want to do, whether that's corporate, whether that's like sports, whether that's music, whatever you want to do, climb the corporate ladder, like that's great. But God has already ordained what your purpose is while you're on this earth. So again, even if you don't reach those heights, even if you want to and you don't reach it, you still have a purpose to bring souls to Christ. That is the purpose of why you're here. And if you can do just that, then it's enough. In God's eyes, it's enough. I get that we want to do what we want to do, and that sometimes we're hung up on what success is. Sometimes success isn't what we picture in our head. And like, it took me, and even now I still struggle with it. But that one moment in church, like, always like plays in the back of my head. So yeah, that was really, really good.
Yeah. All right, looking forward to what you got to share, brother. So
basically, I pulled one from. So I finished watching Free Run today, and season I did 1? Season 2. I finished up season 2. Okay. And it's now about, within the next 2 weeks, it'll be the anniversary of my dad's death. And so I shared this like Anime Impact on my page. So I just thought it was like prevalent to kind of bring it back up, kind of, say, hey, miss you, Dad. Also just watch Free Run, but also there might be other people struggling with this type of thing. And so maybe just to give a little bit of light, shed a little bit of light on it. Yep. You ever realize how fast time moves, but only after it's already gone? And that's the lesson in Free Run. She lived for hundreds of years, but didn't understand the value of the moment until the people she loved were no longer there. And for some of us, we're living like that right now. We're putting off conversations. We're delaying love, assuming that we have more time. The Bible says in Psalms 90, verse 12, teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom. In other words, don't wait. Say what needs to be said. Love others while you can, and be present while it still matters. because one day, and I promise you, I am living through it. I continue to live through it. But one day you'll wish for just one more moment you didn't realize you were wasting. So if you're like me, take the time to love on people, to say what you got to say, and just to be present. Sometimes even when you don't want to be present. And so that is my anime impact. And again, um, shout out to my dad. Like I get really just this time of year. And there was a episode of Free Run. I want to say no, it was the last episode of Free Run. And Stark was talking about his mentor, and Fern was talking about free rent, and everybody was just kind of talking about death. And no, Fern was talking about I forgot the guy, the pastor, the priest guy that kind of raised her. And everybody's just talking about like how these people who are gone meant so much to them, and like how they could never express the gratitude um, that they showed them while they were young and all of that stuff. And so legit like teared up real bad. And again, because it's the almost the anniversary of my dad's death, free rent means like an awful lot to me. I think more than anything, that's why I like it so much. Um, is because there are things, and just like free rent, there are things that like I wish I could go back and do. I wish I could go back and say. There were times to where my dad would be like, "Hey, yo, let's go swing golf clubs." And I was like, I can't do it right now. I got choir rehearsal, or I got other things to do. And I just wish at that time I was just present in the moment, and I could swing golf clubs with that dude one more time. So yeah, man, just if you love somebody, take the time out to show them that you love them, and spend as much time as you possibly can, because we are not here forever. We're here. I think there's a saying: we're here for a good time, not a long time. Everybody has to walk that way. Everybody has to
Yeah.
go through that path. So love people while you can love people.
Yeah. I think even just outside of obviously the extremes and death and stuff, which obviously is a major thing, right? So I think
Yeah.
it hits harder when we take it to that level. But I even think back like college, man. I didn't utilize that time as well as I could have connecting with my boys, my teammates, even my closest friends. I did spend a lot of time with them more than anybody else. But like I look back, I'm like, dang, like I should have spent more time with the boys. And now we're all scattered across. Some of them aren't. Some of them all together still. And I don't feel connected to them because I didn't spend that time while I was
Yeah.
there. I wasn't present. Now things popped up. Obviously, like for me, a big thing. I had a wife and a kid, so like Family Man Joe went full fledged going on. You know what I'm saying? But I still could have made time. I still could have incorporated family with that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? I could have found a way if it was truly important to me. And hindsight is 2020. And I wish I had spent more time with them. I should have been more present in those moments, and I wasn't. So for someone who's like, well, I haven't lost anybody. There's still ways to be more present. There's still ways to take advantage of moments and live in the moment. Obviously not doing stupid stuff. Like you got to focus, lock in for some stuff. Yes, do what you need to do, handle your business, but at the same time, don't miss those moments because you will regret it. You will definitely regret
100%.
it. All right, this may not be our favorite segment, like our anime impacts. However, still enjoy talking about these things and what I am reading. Imagine running outside in the dead of winter, chasing after, of all things, your ex girlfriend's spoiled cat. And just as you finally get her back into your arms, boom, the apocalypse begins. Your neighborhood is in ruins, the world as you knew it has collapsed, and most of humanity is gone. However, the remainder of you are being forced underground into a massive dungeon full of monsters, traps, loot boxes, and other game mechanics designed to entertain the rest of the universe. Earth has now become an intergalactic reality TV show, and somehow your only teammate is that same award winning show cat. The story follows Carl, a regular guy, not some chosen hero, not a legendary warrior, not even a lifelong gamer who has been waiting for his time to shine. He is a normal person trying to survive this insane game that aliens have forced Earth into strictly to create entertaining content for their galactic audience. Carl is forced to literally carry Princess Donut, a spoiled but hilarious cat who quickly becomes way more than just comic relief. Their dynamic is chaotic, funny, ridiculous, and somehow genuinely emotional. Together, they have to survive floor after floor of brutal challenges while the world watches them struggle, adapt, and fight back against a game that was never designed for them to win. But underneath all the comedy, madness, and over-the-top action, this story is truly about survival, grief, loyalty, exploitation, and what happens when ordinary people are forced to perform through their trauma. If you enjoy dungeon crawling stories, literary RPG systems, dark comedy, wild action, and a main duo that feels both absurd and emotionally real, then you're definitely going to want to check out Dungeon Crawler Carl. You can read this series digitally on Webtoon or purchase the physical graphic novel published by Vault Comics.
So I know I say this all the time.
This one
sounds good. That sounds good. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds good. That sounds good.
One is for you. So the reason I picked this was because I've seen so many people talking about the novels, like the actual. So the novel was adapted into a webtoon, if I'm speaking correctly. And I discovered the webtoon, I forgot how long ago, when it first dropped on the Webtoons app, because I remember them promoting it when it first dropped on the Webtoons app. So I was like, oh, this looks interesting. So I checked it out. It was funny, bro. The cat is ridiculous. The cat is OP. Long story short, the cat is OP.
Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Dungeon Crawler Carl. But it's a book. I don't know why it's resurfacing. I'm not sure if something's going on with it. But I've seen people talking about the book, like their actual novel, the regular book. And so I'm like, isn't that a webtoon? And then I look, I'm like, yeah, that is the exact webtoon that I read before. And so I was like, let me talk about Dungeon Crawler Carl, man. That was a good time. I picked it back up. So it is fun. I haven't made it. I'm not all the way caught up on it, and I don't even know how many chapters there are. But I do remember reading it, and I was like, this was fun, bro. This was a fun read. So
that sounds good, actually. I'm not mad at that. I actually wrote it down. Like I'm about to put. You said webtoons.
Yeah, webtoons.
Yeah. I'll check this out. What's crazy is I actually heard about this guy probably years before I met him. Shout out to my boy Darian. Shout out to my boy Sean. Shout out to my boy Jalen. We did a gospel concert at Shawan University. And people kept talking about this incredibly talented musician. Never got a chance to meet him, but years later we connect on Instagram, and the rest is history. Our first collaboration that we ever did was a Zelda cover, which we meshed up. It's this Zelda song, and we meshed up Spain by Chick Corea. So we did Spain by Chick Corea, and then went into the Zelda cover. And after we did that, I was like, oh, this dude is different. Like, because after I just played like the piano part and he did the rest of it, I was like, oh, this dude is different. Like he's different. Like, yeah, ridiculous. He's an incredible musician, a huge anime fan, and is somebody who's always pushing himself creatively. Also, like his videos, like he's just a really, really, really creative person. He's performed at NAMM, which, if you know NAMM, if you're a musician, you know about NAMM. NAMM is like the hub where all of the musicians go, especially all of the really, 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 really good musicians. Like all of the really, 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 really good musicians all have booths or they perform. And this Negro is one of them folks that performed at NAMM, number one. Number two, he also has music featured on NBA 2K25. He has released some amazing projects, such as My Sentiments Exactly, which probably is going to be my favorite. I'm not going to lie to you. Loops and such. It's so good. It's so good. I really listen to that. Like, at least, there's a couple of songs like I have on repeat from that.
I'm sorry. My bad.
You good. My Sentiments Exactly. Loops and such. Word is so dope to me too. And if you know the music world, chances are Josh, I didn't say the name, but chances are this brother knows everybody that you've been listening to. Like, his connections go deep. And throughout it, he has stayed a a very humble individual. Outside of music, he's just a fun guy to be around. I met him once. He did I think he did a concert in Durham, and I got a chance to like link up, go here and play. Ridiculous, just ridiculous, man. Dude is ridiculous. We all love anime. Again, we used to run Smash Brothers. This dude pulls out Luigi, and I'm like, it's a Luigi? Pretty damn good with Luigi as well. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Really good. So for this creator spotlight, I wanted to show love to none other than Josh 2800, an amazing musician,
fire.
creator, anime fan, and an even better person. If you have not checked out his music, you are missing out. That Negro is like that. Shouts out to you, Josh. Phenomenal. Like there is nothing I
technically heard his music, because if you heard the song for the podcast,
he produced
that was Josh.
He produced it. And again, I'm not even like I big up all my friends, and they rightfully deserve it. I don't care whether it's V. I don't care whether it's Joe. It don't matter. All these guys, right? Rob, all these guys rightfully deserve it. This guy, when it comes to music, when it comes to production, I have like. You can tell when Josh has had his hands on it. And for me, there is no bigger honor to know when you know that I'm the person that did it. I don't sound like anybody else. I am my own individual, and that is that guy. His production on stuff it's so ridiculously good. His blend, his mixing, his mastering, he does it by himself. And again, this dude I think he's a percussion major who plays everything. What? Yes, he majored in percussion.
Would never have guessed that.
Plays everything. I don't think y'all understand. Which he knows him too.
I know.
I am always, musicians just always like do something to me, but this guy is like that. I am not sugarcoating it. I am not like this. Josh is him. For real. Go check that man out.
You mentioned his videos. Oh my, bro, the videos. Like, how did you come up with this? How did you come up with this?
Too? Like, first of all, how did you edit some of this?
The little animations he be doing.
Yeah, what he be doing?
Huh? Sir, excuse you.
Like, it's just an overall creative, man.
Don't you play music? Like, what?
This dude can do whatever he wants to do. Whatever he wants to do, he can probably conquer it all. Like he's just an extremely talented individual, man.
Josh is like that, man. Absolutely like that. Absolutely like that.
Big shouts out to you. And native North Carolinian. He's from North Carolina, you guys. We got some good folk out here. I'm not gonna lie to you. We as my mama said, we breed them right. What it is. There's no denying.
No, Josh is the homie, man. Josh is legit. Josh is like that. Like P ain't gassing him up. Like Josh is him, bro. Josh is different. Josh is different. Yeah, man. Troy, you ready, brother, to do our last main topic of the year?
Let's do it.
Don't sound so excited.
No, I'm sorry, because I just exited out of something that I didn't want to exit out of.
Well, as you guys, I guess, kind of saw, we are doing our top 10. We've done this 2 other times, maybe season 1 and season 3. I think we did top 10. And as life progresses and things go on, numbers change, things change.
Well, I don't think we did a top 10 season 1. I think we kept it to 5. Oh, okay. And then season 3 we did 10.
Okay. So we decided, someone had said something again. I don't know if it was Mel. Maybe it might have been Mel, because Mel did her top 10 video finally got her to top 10 video after she hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And so now we are going to do our top 10. If you've been around, if you're here for season 3, you'll see some changes. How many changes? Guess you guys stick around and find out. What changes? I'm real curious to see what P changed. So I know he definitely was on some nonsense, I'm sure. Which I was on. I was on some nonsense too. I'm not gonna hold you. I might have been on some nonsense too.
I might have been on one might have been, that was one that I was like, okay, you might be tripping a little bit. But not really.
But yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. So without further ado, our top 10. Well, actually, P, you got any honorable mentions you want to call out that didn't make the list first?
Man, honorable mentions, man. And this was like really, really hard. The Promised Neverland season 1. I really wanted to keep that in. I wanted to keep that tucked away.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. Shouts out to also Death Note. I wanted to keep that in. That also had to go. The Piano in the Forest. Shout out to you too.
That out?
Because that also had to go.
Oh, you made some changes, brother.
It did, and that's like number 11. Like I did not want to. I should have scored that higher than what I did Death Note, like just thinking about it. But there are some new gen stuff in here that is like that for me. And I just, there's, but yeah, shout out to, I don't want to get like give too many shouts out. But yeah, shout out to Digimon Pokemon too, because I wrestled with that as well.
Oh, I mean, I get it, but I mean, I have a whole list of like 12 contenders, bro, that I just like was thinking about that I really enjoyed. But Classroom of the Elite, Apothecary Diaries, Windbreaker, Log Horizon, Magi.
Log Horizon, you would really put Log Horizon?
I loved Log Horizon. Like, I loved Log Horizon, bro. Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works. Like, if I'm being for real, oh my gosh, bro.
I agree.
I don't do mechs very often, but Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans,
which Crunchyroll just took that off, but God bless, I think they took that off.
That one? I don't think that one. Did they?
I think
I don't think that was taken off. Maybe. I don't know. They're taking a lot off lately. Brother, 91 Days.
That's taken off.
So good. Yeah, that got taken off. This one I've been hyping up a lot, and I wanted to put it on that so bad. I wanted to, and I almost did, but I didn't. Akane Banashi. Bro, it's like, it's so good. So good. Great Pretender. Thought about that one. I love me some Ocean's 11 type movies, and so Great Pretender just kind of hit. Orb. I know I'm dropping a whole bunch of bombs, but Orb was so good.
Yeah, I'm shocked that wouldn't go in there.
Nah, unfortunately. And then my last one, honorable mention, romance, brother. Blue Box. I
wouldn't be upset if that would.
I really like Blue Box, and I was like, "Can I put this on here? Can I force something off of this list for Blue Box?"
That at 10.
Thought about it. I thought about it.
Also, big shouts out to Assassination Classroom, because that also almost went in too.
Wasn't it on there before?
No. Okay. Like I reevaluated, it was going to go there, but
Okay. All right, Terrell, you want to go first with your 10, brother?
Sure, let's do this. My number 10. I don't want to hear it. I don't care what y'all say. The more I thought about it, and the more I was like, you know what? Not only did this do a lot for my childhood, this did a lot for me individually. And I just went back and watched this maybe a year and a half ago, maybe a year ago, and I still enjoy it to this day. And that's gonna be Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going in my top 10.
You're not getting no flack for that.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Is number 10. I don't care if it's childhood nostalgia or not. We're talking about one of the most iconic rivalries in Yugi and Kaiba. We don't get this duo often. People don't talk about the duo often, but Joey and Yugi also in an incredible duo. If y'all know what the Shadow Realm, if you read the manga, what you come to find out is that the Shadow Realm is really death. And so I like the way that Fox Kid kind of like took that route to like put it in the Shadow Realm, but also like, one of the biggest card games ever. Like everybody and their mom was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, we go back and look at the cast of characters, just not the main, but Tristan and all of these other characters, Mokuba. Like it has some really cool oh my God, what's the guy name with the Millennium necklace? Bakura. Thank you, Jesus. Bakura. But all of these like amazing side characters, who get shine. Like it's not like they don't get shine. Like villains, really good. Merrick, really good villain. Pegasus, really good villain. And don't even get me started on like the Seal of Orichalcos and that whole saga. One of the darkest Yu-Gi-Oh sagas that you'll ever see. Really good. Battle City is just always a good time. It's just good. It's good.
Okay.
And for me, it still holds up. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some things like on Duelist Island that with Pegasus as the main villain, the game is kind of like, but Battle City really stepped up what the game like really meant and really entailed as far as like actually playing the game. But bro, it is such a good time. It is still such a fun watch. And again, we got a really good group of characters. So my number 10, I'm going with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay. All right. My number 10 is, was a welcome surprise for me when I first watched it. Was that 2 years ago? 3? I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 years ago when it came out. I think 2. I want to say 2, but I could be wrong. Not my type of anime. Just it was not, and I think that's the thing that really it set the bar for this kind of anime for me. It was a romance anime, and it really set the bar as far as not just being this kiddie high school romance. There was adult themes, not 18 plus things, but like mature aspects to it, and not just like this high school romance that I can't relate to. Side of Blue Box. Blue Box does it well. It had me grow with the character that at start I didn't like, and then eventually I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm rocking with him. It's a sign of affection, man. And it again for me was like my first like real like attempt at watching a romance anime, and it did such a phenomenal job. Like I was like, it had me pissed, it had me locked in, it had me emotional. Maybe I shed a tear. I don't want to say that I don't want to claim that I did, but I get P flack for crying all the time. I'd be getting emotional, bro. I do. Like I was watching and again, we talk about me talking about Full Metal Brotherhood and that moment at the end. I was watching those last 2 episodes or last 2 of 3 episodes, and I started tearing up, bro. Like legit. I was tearing up watching my boys get their life up to an alchemy up. You know what I'm saying? So I do be getting emotional. I'm an emotional individual. I be holding it in. I be keeping it close to the vest. You know what I'm saying? Tuck it in. Don't let nobody see you cry type stuff. But A Sign of Affection, bro, was like that. And again, if you want to see some adult romance and not this little kiddie stuff and cross check the box, yes or no, do you like me, then A Sign of Affection is going to be it. I would highly recommend it for sure. Pace of it is good. It doesn't take too long for them to like acknowledge each other and their feelings for each other. The outside factors and other relationships and other characters, past relationships, friendships that like start to kind of pull at the main romance. They did it well, and I wasn't annoyed by them. Characters that I was supposed to hate and were annoyed by, like I hated and were annoyed by them because they did such a good job. Characters I felt sad for and felt bad for definitely did so. And so it did a really good job telling a romance story for sure. So A Sign of Affection is my number 10.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. I still can't stand that main dude. Don't like him. Too handsy. Get out that girl's personal space.
But
get out her personal space,
he you know what I'm saying?
No,
I like him.
Get out that girl's personal space.
I like him. At the end of the day,
I like the other dude better.
The friend?
Yeah, I like the friend. Mm-hmm. You should have shot your shot. You should have shot your shot when you had a chance.
Yeah, feel bad. Too late. Too late, brother.
But no, that's good. And I'm glad that you included romance on there.
Yeah, There was either that or Blue Box, and I was like, which one?
So then I understand. Yeah, then I understand why you. Because it's your first.
Yeah, so Sign of Affection was like that. So
I get it. My number 9. Listen, you guys, it's a new gen. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. Argue with your mama. Don't care. This anime for me, and I talked about it earlier in the show. Um, and for reasons that I talked about earlier in the episode, is one of the reasons that I am putting it in my top 10. And if it continues to do what it's going to do, it's going to stay for quite some time. And that's Freerin. Um, for me, Freerin has like a very unique outlook or a very unique perspective on just like fantasy stories in general, because we always focus on like defeating the demon king, defeating the bad guy, but we never like get the story of the aftermath of like what that looks like after you defeat the baddie. And so Freerin focuses on like life after you beat the demon king. And it explores like all of the things that she has to go through, because again, Freerin is an elf, and elves live for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And so it's interesting to get her perspective, number one, because for a lot of the time it's I don't want to say she doesn't care, but like nobody lives long enough for her to care. And so just as she travels life and as she journeys life, she really finds out that like she does care about these people. It does take her more time than others, because I do believe that just because of how long she lives, it takes her a little bit longer to grasp the meaning of like what love is and what care is and what that looks like. But just following her journey, like she begins to like really care about people and care about individuals, and she starts holding those individuals very dear to her heart. We get to see the character relationships with Stark and Fern and Freerin, and how they grow like as a tight-knit family through like all of the experiences that they have. And again, it just shows that like Freerin wasn't, I don't want to say wasn't there to like love on them when she could. But now she gets like a second go at it. And I think she's like starting to grasp the fact that like these people won't be here long. So I need to enjoy them like while they're here. Again, it shows you like incredibly emotional themes of like what is loss, what is time, what does that look like together, world building out of this world. The world building is absolutely great. It gives you enough action to where, because this season they one of these fights this season, dog it's
I
so
can't wait. I can't
it's
wait.
so freaking good, but it gives you just enough action to be like, yes. But the great part is you don't stay for the action. You stay for like all of the emotional growth that you not only see with Freerin, but Fern, Stark, and even not only that, but like Fern gets to meet individuals on the journey that she met 50, 60 years ago, and now like she is starting to care about these individuals as well, whereas to like 60, 70 years ago really didn't give two hot craps about it. And so it's like the emotional, what's like touch, like subtlety, like the emotional subtleties of what this anime gives is what I absolutely like. A lot of the biggest moments in this anime come from like the smallest gestures of a lot of these characters. And so for those reasons that I named, Freerin is my number 9.
Yeah, I didn't shout it out on the list, but I thought about Freeman for a split second. I haven't watched season 2, which I think played a big part of me not doing it. But Freeman is good. I need to watch season 2. I was like, I'm gonna let Freeman stack so I could just bench Freeman because I know I'm gonna want to bench
Only 10
Freeman,
episodes too.
and I didn't touch it, so I need to do that.
Also
And then
music too.
yeah,
Just
me and
like-
wifey are supposed to be watching Freeman,
No.
and now House of Dragon is season 3 is here, so we stopped. We've been watching that.
I'm
Which
like 3 episodes
I
behind.
get a whole rant. You on season 3?
Yeah.
We just watched the first episode. We went back and watched the first 2 seasons.
I had to go back and watch like half of the second season.
Okay.
And so I watched half of the first episode, and I need
Yeah. So,
but it's a war brewing.
Yeah,
and it's about to come to a close.
It's about to go crazy. All right, my number 9 was on the previous list. It was my previous number 10, so it did get bumped up one. Some stuff got taken off. I am an isekai junkie. I love them all, and I honestly, I don't even know if I can say I'm an isekai junkie like that anymore because I've I no, I still love isekais. Don't get me wrong. Most of my isekais have been my reading lately. I haven't been really watching some anime isekais, but I will. I know last year I watched a bunch just to kind of like pass the time, and they were like my. I wasn't really watching. I wasn't paying attention. I was second screen viewing, as Corey liked to put it in Around the Horn episode. I was watching in dub. It was just kind of background noise. Honestly, it wasn't even like me trying to like, oh, I'm listening to a watch. It was just kind of background noise. But this one is like that. It was so much like that when I first watched the first season. I picked up the manga, truly enjoyed it. P mentioned the world building of Freerun. This one does so good, which is my favorite aspect of this. It's got an OP main character, but the world building in this. We start here, we start at home, and we just expand from there. We make relations with other countries, other people. We bring other people with us from different places. We're a hub at this point, but like the building from the center out and growing type of world building, not just like discovering all these new places, but like literally growing our kingdom. I know there's like a word for that, and I can't quite think of it. Yeah, but like expansion, like a genre or like a trope that kind of fits into that I can't really think about. Can't come up with that word, but I really enjoy those types of world buildings. And this anime is none other than that time I was reincarnated as a slime. Brother, Rimuru Tempest is like that.
I need to finish season 3. I need to start season 3. I haven't started.
4.
I haven't started season 4.
Yeah, 4. Bro, I love this series. Like I said, it made me pick up the manga.
You picked up the manga? Okay.
A while ago. Yeah, a while ago. Like I what happens in season 4, I read before it came out. Like I read
like the setup for things 4. To happen.
It picked back up after, like, because season 3 was kind of like a lull. Not necessarily a lull, but it was like we had a bunch of action happening. Now what happened after that? Like let's fix the world, let's set it up, and now more actiony things are happening in season 4. Okay. So
because I know the way they left off season 3, like
a
group of folk and like
some folks was trying to cause some problems, and now we got to handle it. Yeah. So with that being said, slime, my number 9.
Cool. I'm not mad at that either. So far, we're good. Yeah. We're good. I already know it's gonna get shaky when I get to a few numbers.
When I get to,
I'm not 6? Changing too much. Yeah, when I get 6? My 6 is still the same, but you're not gonna like it.
Yeah.
I swear, if you pull you down to 6, I'm gonna be. There's no way pulling you to 6.
7, you might be tripping on. 6, you ain't tripping on. 5, you might. You might trip on my middle group right there.
Okay, well, you might trip because Full Metal has. Anyway, we'll get there when we get there.
We'll get there. Don't be petty and start moving stuff because you got your list written down. Stick with your list.
I won't, because if you call you okay.
Petty individual.
Yeah, because you know what you're doing. But anyway, my number 8. I don't know why this has never been in my top, because I talk about this anime quite a lot. Morally gray story. There's really no pure heroes. There's really no pure villains. There's some amazing characters in this show. The themes are very mature. The language also very mature. And then I'll get into what those characters are in a minute. But it's Black Lagoon, number 8.
Yeah, Revy.
We're talking about. We'll get to Revy. First of all, we talk about Rock.
Chill.
Rock, who is one of my favorite characters there, has this crazy transformation. He is literally in the corporate world. Corporate really just threw him away to some mercenaries because they needed some stuff. Getting down won't spoil, but some stuff needed to get done. They needed some data, all of this stuff. And so basically they threw Rock to the wolves, and Rock ended up getting with this mercenary group called the Black Lagoon. And from there, it's history. Again, we're talking about mature themes. We're talking crime. We're talking violence. We're talking corruption. We're talking about gang activities, drugs. It's a lot.
I want to do hood rat stuff with my friends.
I want to do hood rat with my friends. It's corruption. It's a good story. Again, the dialogue is really, really, really good. Again, very mature, but really good. One of the best dubs I have heard as well. The dub is really good. Again, and I had to write down these names because like I am terrible with names, but the cast,
Aren't we both? We both
Dutch.
are.
First of all, Dutch is Dutch, man. That guy is him. Benny, techie guy, just really smart. Billalika, she is her. Again, also what I love about this, star-studded female cast. Billalika, Roberta, Revy. Gosh, do I like me some Revy. I will leave it there. But I like Revy for I like
what you mean by that?
Because Revy doesn't give two craps about nothing, number one. Number two, I think she brings the best out of Rock, even when we see in those first two episodes to where like they're having drinking competitions and Rock is like, I am like never this guy, but I'd be damned if I let Revy outdo me. And so they are like
drinking competitions is bringing the best out of him.
No, it's not like that, but it's like this guy is like a quiet individual who always lets people like walk all over him, and like being with this mercenary group, he learns to stick up for himself. Like, dude, like grow some, and he learns that with Revy because Revy legit tells him grow some. But again, there are also some really, really good like undertones of like morality and philosophical things, like just about justice and morality. What does the past look like for you? How do you bring that into the present? Again, it's one of my favorite watches. Again, I watched a little bit of it this year to get ready for an episode that we did, and I think we did with Mel. And
yeah, it was I was the like, non-shonen for Shonen Bros.
Yeah, because this is a seinen, I do believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Black Lagoon is like that again. Music also for that time, music really good too. How they do the cutscene at the end with like Revy walking through, I think it's sand. But it gives like this very ominous feel, like the whole strings playing. Like they just do it so well. So number 8, Black Lagoon.
Okay. All right. So I always thought Revy was the MC, but Revy's not the MC.
No, I mean, all of them have like it's the group. So the group is really the main, but like Rock is, I would say Rock may be like the main character.
Okay. Cool. My number 8, which was my number 8 last year as well. This anime does time travel one of my maybe top 2-3 anime ways. Very unique. And P's big on the whole morality, the which way is the right way, who's right, do we stick, butterfly effect is like a major thing. And the morality of all this gets in the way of friendship. Like two really, really close friends, they butt heads. One person really wants to just change the past and fix things, while the other is like, we have to stick to it. And they mess some stuff up. Things get crazy. Folks get pissed off. The action is awesome. The animation, bro, oh my gosh, so beautiful. So beautiful. Link Click. Boy, if I could go back through some photos and find some stuff out and fix some stuff and not even change stuff, but what they do, like they go back to like there was one episode and a chick needed the recipe for something. She forgot the recipe for a restaurant that her and her friend had made. She needed the recipe. She needed something to go back and find that out. Like there's some things that you could go back and do and just find information that you might have forgotten or misplaced or whatever. Like I would love this. Like, oh yeah, dang, what happened at this moment? Oh, I got that pick. Hey, let's go back in time and check this out real quick. But they do time travel so well, bro. It's so unique. It's not even this that they do it well; they do it different, right? And it also honestly in a way that makes sense. Like it makes sense that if I had this photograph from back then, it captured that moment. It captured the essence of what was going on at that time, and being able to go back and travel through that, it just makes sense. But it's a dongwa, Chinese anime, and boy, is it fire. We talked about Chinese anime before, and how they slap, you know what I'm saying, along with regular Japanese anime as well, but This is one of my favorite dongo of all time. Link Click, number 8.
My number 7 did not change. As far as I know right now, it's going to stay there until something like crazy happens, which maybe it will with the main character, because I'm just starting not to feel him as much. But still, just overall, a fantastic anime, a wonderful manga as well. And we're going Blue Lock. Listen, you guys, really good take on a sports anime. It takes the traditional like sense of, or the word of, teamwork and flips it all on its head, because yes, we are a team, but also no, we're not. And so I really do love that aspect. The characters are very compelling. The characters are very good. The characters are written really well too. And we're just not talking about the main character, but the side characters are also written incredibly well as well. Asagi is a phenomenal main character.
That's my dog.
Just to see how he evolves in his evolution of like knowing kind of how he's that guy, but never putting it up here that he's that guy, and now coming full circle that I kind of am that guy. I think it's really, really dope to see. Also, like again, I said before, like side characters really do get love. My favorite character, which is Rio. I don't want to spoil stuff, but like Rio is also him, which is, he's legit a side character. Low key, he's a side character. But even some of the characters that you think are like supposed to be like that sometimes are written in not the best sense, and it makes really good for character development from these guys as well. The rivalry, and there's really no villains, but like the rivalries that we see, whether it's Rin or Bachira or Nagi or Baru, which is one of my favorite characters, or Kaiser, they all push the main character, which is Isagi, in different ways, again, which I absolutely love, because it's just not centered on Isagi, but it's centered on everybody else. Storytelling on this mug is ridiculous. You think that just because it's sports that it's going to be about sports, but like they tell an amazing story really, really well. Also, and I said this the last time we did this, there are only a couple anime that will motivate me to get up off my ass and do something. Blue Lock, one of those anime. I watch Blue Lock probably 3 times now. And every time I watch it, I am motivated to get up off my tail and to do something. And so for those reasons, Blue Lock is my number 7.
Yeah, that's my Asagi's my go. That's Blue Lock is on my list. It's just a little bit high. It's a little bit higher. Beloved. My number 7 was previously my number 6. So it's dropped down, not by much, but it's still there. It's still there. I love it. Is one of the most diverse but also basic power systems at the same time. There's no like intricacies that really make this power system amazing, but it's also got everything that you could possibly think of. The story, as far as the connection between all the characters, I guess the interconnectedness of all the characters, of all the different organizations or groups or gangs. Villains aren't always necessarily really villains. The good guys technically aren't necessarily really always the good guys. It really, as you progress through the seasons, as we go back and get context on certain things and relationships, it really ties everything together really well. I do think it's, if they continue, which I believe they are continuing it, I'm nervous as far as where they're going to take it next. I think we're at a point where we need to just kind of be like, this was beautiful and amazing, and let's put a bow on it and call it. But regardless, I'm still excited to where it's going, and that is Wungo or Bungo Stray Dogs. Love Bungo, love me some Bungo, love me some Dazai, love Chuya. Dazai and Chuya are hands down my top 2 favorite characters, and I always blank on my dude's name, but Dopo Poet, just his personality and how he's like that foundation for the group is he's probably number 3 for me. And so Bungo Stray Dogs is like that, man. That is my number 7.
Okay.
You got an issue with Bungo being at 7?
No. You're finna have an issue with me.
Number 6, Full Monogamous Brotherhood. Go ahead.
Great. I'm glad you said it. Number 6 is an anime that I hold very, 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 very dear to me. I said that like these two could flip at any given moment. And I hate that like I didn't took out my daggone headphones. That's the Lord.
He said, go ahead, raise that bug back up.
Say what?
The Lord is telling you to go ahead and put that mug back up. It's too low.
And so I struggle with this a lot. But I do believe that this will hit my number 5 after Steel Ball Run. But for right now, I'll leave it at 6, and I'm going JoJo's Bizarre.
Yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about, bro. You do it too much, brother.
Listen, man. I love JoJo's with all of my heart, man. You want to talk about like creativity? Every part of JoJo's is different. All of the battles are different. Again, you could argue probably one of the best power systems in anime.
Yeah, number 2.
Really interesting power system. Every generation of Joestars feels like really unique, whether it's Jonathan or whether we go to Jolene. Everybody feels different. Everybody has their different identity, but also they all intertwine and they all connect. Again, we have one, if not some of the most dastardly villains in anime. Dio, menace, just a menace. Kira Yoshikage, which is my favorite JoJo's villain, who really is a serial killer who just wants to have a regular life.
No.
He wants to be a serial killer and have a regular day and also carry hands in he wants to carry a hand. Legit, when he pulled out that hand, I was like, "Oh, you tripping? Oh, you something wrong with you? Something wrong with you?"
He like wiped it off, cleaned it off because it was dripping blood.
Yeah, something wrong with that man.
What's wrong with you, bro?
One of the craziest villains, Father Pucci, really good villain as well. So, and again, all of these villains also have like their own philosophical motives for why they do what they do. Again, we want to talk about style. We want to talk about presentation. JoJo's is literally one of the most stylish animations, or one of the most stylish anime that you will see. For me, it's also like unpredictable. To Joe's point, he calls it like you see this move and it never happens again. I call it unpredictability. You just never know what's going to happen in JoJo's.
I call it just making it up as we
JoJo's go. Is bizarre. JoJo's is bizarre for a reason. Oh, and we have like really iconic moments, whether it's the ooh. Like there are so many iconic moments in JoJo's as well. Number 1. Number 2.
Name another iconic moment. Go ahead.
The world though. Like we can keep going. No, I'm not I just named 2. You keep going, name it. I'm not gonna name another one.
Name another one.
And so there's so many iconic moments. There's so many iconic memes as well.
What's the most iconic one? What's the most iconic meme?
Right now, the one is like them dropping the JoJo's joint for not playing steel ball.
Okay, I meant legitimately from the show.
So, like I said, there are. It doesn't matter. JoJo's is a meme itself. Again, you don't know when you go back and edit the show. Go look up the memes. We don't have time because it's already 42 minutes in, and
because you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
When you go and watch.
This meme right here.
Okay, great, thank you. So for me, JoJo's is a really, really good anime. I absolutely enjoy it. It's a dope watch. And by next year, it will be in my number 5 for sure. So with that being said, JoJo's is my number 6.
You sound like you're putting the cart before the horse, brother. I know we got horse races going on right
Oh,
now, but
it'll be my number 5 regardless.
you better hope they do it right.
If they do it wrong, it'll still be my number 5.
Crazy. I don't know. I just don't understand why you was ducking the meme that I was talking about. Why can't you just say it?
You go.
Okay. This is where my list gets dicey. You got something to say?
No, that's it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Just another meme. Go ahead.
This is where my list gets dicey. Okay. This is where it became difficult for your boy. There wasn't much new stuff on the list. You already really got the one. Honestly, there's really only one new anime on here. SAO got taken off, and the sound affection got put on, and things got bumped up, and some things got bumped down.
Oh, you're talking about the cherry.
I thought it took you that long.
Hey, listen.
I'm not even hating on the show. You was like so hot about. I'm like, bro, I'm not even hating on the show. Just say the cherry scene.
I thought you were hating. I'm so sorry. It just clicked. It just clicked for me. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You can go.
I'm like, this man hostile right now. I want you to just drop the cherry scene. Like, that's it. Goodness gracious. 20 minits later.
I'm so mad it took me that long. Okay, you got it. Yeah. Okay, you got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, don't do that. don't
and do a close up when you edit this. Like, do a close up. Zoom in.
Yeah, my God, bro. That scene. My man just dropped the cherry.
He was also possessed, though.
Picked it up and said, "Let me try that again."
He was possessed.
It didn't work the first time. Let me double back.
He was possessed.
But anyway, number 6. I will say this, okay? It does hurt to put it this low. It definitely deserves to be higher.
A lot of explaining, brother.
Can I talk?
A lot of explaining, brother.
It's an OG for your boy. One of my favorites, for sure. I just think I've seen a lot more of these other ones more recently, and I haven't gone back and watched this one in a while. I think it's been 5 years since I last watched this show. Maybe actually 6 now. 6 years since I went back and watched this show. But one of my favorite authors, or I guess mangaka, to ever do it. 2 of the most iconic anime series, manga series of all time. This character, though, the delinquent that he is, but I'm trying to say so much without saying it, so Pete don't get mad at me, brother.
You might as well just go ahead. It is what it is.
It is one of my favorite casts of main characters. It is.
Say that.
It is. It's one of my favorite casts of main characters, bro.
Like you really kicked that out of your top 5 for sure. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I didn't do it to be petty. This isn't even a petty list, Terrell. This isn't a petty list. Like, it's not. I get hurt. I was like, dang, how can I do this? This man, if you don't cut that camera back on, come on, bro. Brother, okay, Yu Yu Hakusho, man, is number 6. And I love Yu Yu. It is one of my original favorites of all time. Genkai is hands down one of my favorite mentors ever, as P yaps and has himself muted.
Go ahead.
Genkai is one of my favorites. I love Genkai.
I love Genkai.
Just don't be petty, bro. Don't be petty.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. We will definitely do a list next year, you guys.
Oh my god,
for sure.
I can have a personal. We can't differ in opinion, Terrell.
No, we can't, because you won't even let me differ on full metal. No, we can't. No, we can't. You were about to have your panties in a bunch if I moved it to 6. You were ready.
I know. The thing is, I wasn't going to trip. I wasn't going to trip. One of the best tournament arcs of all time. Okay.
I don't even want to hear you talk good about it. Like, just move on. You're done. I don't even want to hear you talk. I don't even want to hear you talk good about it.
Good. It's in my top 10. How am I supposed to talk trash about my top 10 anime? What are we talking about, bro? You got to chill, P. You got to chill, bro. I get it. I understand. I understand why you're upset. It is your number 1. Okay. It is not my number 1. It just isn't. It's my number 6.
It used to be your number 3, but cool.
Last year, it was my number 3 last year. It was my number 3 last year. Unfortunately, it's not number 6.
Got it.
And I'm gonna just leave it at that, bro.
Right.
Because I'm gonna let P hype it up. He gonna overgas it later
Nope.
to make up for the fact
I
that I
have no
put it at
reason. You
6.
you already just you already
Um,
said great things about it and still put it in 6. So I have nothing else to say about it.
did you not say great things about your number 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6?
Yeah, but you said great things about it already, so it's fine. Are we done? You done with your number 6?
One of my favorite things about
He
you
keeps
though
going.
is the growth and development of Yusuke. Okay, he to go from the kid that died and thought no one cared about him to the kid that brought literally, and not in the best way as far as the arc was not the greatest, but the final arc brought the demon world together, and in a way that didn't require everybody dying. And united a bunch of people, obviously, in united Kurama, Kuwabara, Hiei, Botan, the list goes on as far as those guys. But like to go from this dude who's like, I'm solo dolo, to now like realizing he has a family, like a legit family, and not just sitting on his hands anymore, not just being complacent, but taking action when he needs to take action. I think is my favorite aspect of Yusuke, of the show, is Yusuke. And so yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho, number 6. I love you, brother. I know you mad at me. I know you hot.
Great. My
But
number
I love you.
5.
I love
My number
you.
5 is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Good anime. What's your number 4, Joe?
You're not gonna talk about Full Metal?
It's a decently good anime. And next year I will let y'all know how decently good it is. Because it will be kicked down. For sure. I try to play nice and be very, very nice.
I know who asked you to play nice.
I
Make your
really
list.
wanted to move Full Metal down, but like
you should have moved it down.
Folks like Joe, you can't do that without them, like wanting to spear you in the heart, because they some
folks
radical
like
fans.
Joe, but yet here you
some
are,
radical fans.
I'm speaking in the heart, but here you are being the way you are.
With that being said, yeah, number 5 is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Arguably one of the best stories written. Really, really great set of characters. Roy Mustang, Hawkeye, Armstrong, Scar, Ling, which is really good. Winry, goes on and on and on and on. Scar has a really good redemption story, which is really, really great. The villains are pretty good for the most part. They really are pretty good for the most part. They all have distinct identities because they
on the villains that you like to hate on, because you do be hating on the villains. You be hating on the homunculus.
They have distinct They have distinct identities, because all of them represents a sin, which is absolutely dope. Even though they are a little one dimensional, they all still have very distinct identities based on the sin that they are, which is really, really good. Again, just really, really tight woven story. I'm going to let Joe glaze on Full Metal because he will give you the reason why it is great, probably better than I can, because next year I don't even know if it'll be in my top 10. But for this year, we're keeping it at 5. Number 5, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Sure, I love you, brother.
Sure. What's
Crazy.
your number 5, Joe?
My number 5, okay, was originally my number 4, and also has also been bumped down. Okay, again, the mangaka has created 2 of the most iconic anime of all time. Shout out to Gashi. Shout out to Goat, one of the goats. Okay, it's Hunter x Hunter. Okay, I know the whole thing with Shmeem and P, and I played back both sides back and forth on which one is actually Tagashi's greatest work. I think they're both amazing. Okay, I love both of them equally. I think Hunter x Hunter, for me, I went
Shmeem
the reason
got to you. That's what it is.
No, he hasn't.
The reason got in your head.
The reason I have Hunter x Hunter over you at this moment is more recency bias. I've watched Hunter x Hunter more recently. I have a deeper connection with Kurapika, Killua, and Killua more than I have with the other characters in Yu Yu. Yusuke, yes, and I do Kurama, not Kurama, yeah, Kurama for sure, right? I do have a connection with Kurama as well, but I think for me, deeper with Kurapika and Killua. Um, I'm a fan of the Isekai arc, the Greed Island arc. I love Greed Island. I love Chimera Ant arc. I'm York New, a phenomenal arc. Okay, uh, all honestly, I'm a fan of all the arcs except for really the selection arc. The selection arc was kind of just cool, whatever. Every other arc I think is a great arc. The power system by far, in my opinion, is you got it, babe. All right, I see you. Strong, independent woman. Um, by far, Nin is my favorite power system, hands down. I think again, Stans is number 2, maybe 3, whatever. I'll say 2. Nin for me being one of the most adaptable and unique systems that any individual can find the power that works best for them, unique to them, and then is a perfect match for them as long as they create the right power. But you can create anything. It allows for anything and everything, but there's systems, checks, and balances in place to where being OP comes at a cost. So no one's just him just because he's him. You know what I'm saying? There's a cost for whatever power you decide to create. And if you want to make it even better, there's a bigger cost, right? So, and you can tap into different things even without necessarily fitting in that category per se. So, Nen and the connectedness that I have for Kurapika and Killua is really the biggest aspects of it. And I enjoy, again, every arc except for the selection arc. So without getting too much into it, which I kind of feel like I did, Hunter x Hunter is my number 5.
My number 4
Pete,
did not change.
Don't fall flat on me, brother, just because you got...
Oh, no, I'm already there. I'm already there. Like, I'm trying to get back there. We'll see how it goes the rest of the episode. Really pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm really trying. Like, you really just
it wasn't even me being petty. I promise you, I was not taking a shot. I know,
but again, if I would have moved mine down like I wanted to,
just fine.
The hell you would have been. But neither here nor there, you wouldn't have been, because when I started to put JoJo's above it, you started to rattle just a little bit. So I know you wouldn't have been fine. And if I would have put it where I really wanted to put it, anyway. We're fine.
Where'd you really put it? Go ahead, change it around.
We'll save that for next time.
Oh my gosh,
we'll save that for next time.
All right.
Number 4, did not change at all, because I don't change on my top 5, but I will next year. My number 4 is going to be Parasite. I said next year, it will change. It's Parasite. Again, like Joe said, one of the biggest things for me is morality. And I think Parasite probably is one of the best animes that explore that. Just again, questions. What does it mean to be a monster? What does it mean to be a human? We see Shinichi like transforms from this human who is really emotionally adept, just always feeling, to really losing his emotions the stronger he becomes attached to Migi, which is this parasite. Both is really dope to see, because it's really dope to see like him not really being bullied, really him not, him stepping into his own, him knowing who he is, but also terrifying in the sense of like, oh, this dude is like stone face, like cold, like he will kill and it'd be okay. And then you see Migi, who is like this philosophical creature, but also just very rational, very logical. And they are two sides of the coin. So as Shinichi starts to lose his humanity, Migi kind of gets a little bit of humanity. And so I think that that's a really, really dope thing to see. I know I talk a lot of smack on Hunter x Hunter and like the parallel of Gon and Miram. I just think that Parasite does it a lot better. Not hating on Hunter x Hunter, but I think that Parasite does it a lot better. And again, just the morality of it all, like really the parasites aren't evil or good, and technically in this sense, like humans aren't purely good or evil as well. Everybody is just trying to survive. So it brings morality into play of like what's really good, what's really evil, what's really acceptable, what's not acceptable. And it wraps that up in a beautiful bow. And so for those reasons, Parasite is my number 4.
I feel like I need to go back and rewatch Parasite because I
It's worth a
enjoyed it.
watch.
I enjoyed it.
25 episodes.
Yeah, so maybe I won't because there's too much. I had to like make a list of like, all right, this is where I'm going, regardless of what happens, regardless of what drops. This is where I'm going because now I'm like,
watch Yu Yu Hakusho. Watched that in 6 years ago. Go back and watch that.
oh man.
So I'm really trying. I'm really trying. I'm low key pissed. Like I'm really trying to put up a front. Like the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Like I was going to go into like reasonings why that's in my. You pissed me off so bad to where it's just like, you know what? It's fine. It's a good anime.
Sorry, brother. Sorry I did that to you. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't my plan.
Well, next year mine will be intentional and purposeful.
Okay. I will be ready and prepared.
You won't.
It's all right, because I'm going to say, no, we can't do the top 10 this year. We only did top. We did one last year.
No, we're going to do a top 10. We should do a top 10 every year. Or we should just do a top 6 through 10. Just 6 through 10. That's it. We didn't got to do 5 through 1. Just 6 through 10.
Oh, man. My number 4, right?
Yep.
4, yeah. My number 4. And Pete said this individual got to me earlier, man. And I truly sat with this show because I recently rewatched it with the wifey. We watched and finished it. And I think just as far as my favorite rewatchable anime,
yeah, I'm gonna go on mute.
Attack on Titan is up there, bro. Attack on Titan is up there. Every time I rewatch
Shmeem got to your ass. I am not saying Shmeem got to you. Shmeem got to you. I'm not hearing no more. I'm on mute now.
I've rewatched AOT 3 times. So first time and then 3 rewatches. Okay. Every time I'm just in awe of all the things that were hinted at throughout from episode 1. Episode 1. If my stuff wasn't packed up in a box, I'd pull out my use case, my multiple use cases as well, P. But episode 1 to the end, bro, he's just like, yeah, this means something. This means something. This means something. From the very first second of the show, it's insane. And so I think for those reasons, the rewatchability, the iconicness of the show, my favorite characters being Levi, honestly, John, whatever is up there. I think we hate him in the start. He's annoying at the beginning, but like if we really watch him and his growth and like he's the glue of the group. Like he holds everyone together. He holds it down. And he does it scared. You know, no hate. This isn't me taking shots, but like when I think of Usopp, John is who Usopp should be like. John is scared the entire time. He's questioning whether he should be leading. He's questioning whether he should be out here, questioning whether he should be doing this. And he does it scared the entire time. And now mind you, they all do it scared, right? But they all can't be Mika, so they all can't be Levi. And so for those few reasons and many more, I guess Shmeem's gotten to me, even though it's number 4, not in the top 3. Attack on Titan is my number 4.
I'm just shocked that Attack on Titan appeared out of nowhere.
It's
never
not
in your
nowhere.
Top 10. Never in your top 10.
That's not true. Last year was number 7.
Oh, excuse me. Well, jump 3 spots and
it did because of some recency stuff and me thinking about it again. I'm like, bro, this series is really like, we can't deny that AOT is not a masterpiece, brother. Like, it's whatever. You'd be better about you all you want to.
It's good.
Objectively speaking, AOT is better.
Sure. My number 3 also did not change. We're going One Piece. We're legit talking about one of the greatest stories ever told, one of the best world building series anime that you have ever seen. The Straw Hats themselves are iconic, every last one of them, from Luffy to Usopp to Zoro to Brook. all of them are all iconic in their way. Everybody has a dream that they want to accomplish, which I think is very dope. There are constant themes that resonate within this series that kind of makes it more realistic, even though it's a very cartoonish style anime. Villains by far are villains are really, 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 really good. Again, I think that they are more complex than other animes that I have mentioned. But that's neither here nor
Why
there.
we taking shots?
Um,
What was the shot for?
that's neither
What was
here
the
nor
shot
there.
for?
From Kaido to Blackbeard to Eam to Figurine Garling to, I mean, just the list goes on and on. Like, they really have complex villains, and it's not even just about the fact that they are villains. Some villains are the fact or villains for the sake of being villains, but other villains again have like a morality conflict with them. Other villains, we don't even know if they're really villains or not. And so I absolutely love that about One Piece. Again, a really, really well written story. Again, everybody has some type of emotional draw to you. Backstories are absolutely ridiculous. Again, the way Oda weaves in like people's backstory and how he makes it relevant from the past to the future to the present, it's just all beautiful. And again, unforgettable moments. I want to live. Nothing happened. Luffy putting the hat on Nami, everything that happened in Marineford, Gear 5, like there's just so many moments. Usopp shooting down the flag, Usopp saving everybody in Dressrosa, Usopp having observation hockey. There's just so much that happens in so many unforgettable moments. Luffy pushing the grave dude, I mean, pushing the zombie back into the grave. Like, again, there are so many moments that I can like list off. It's just a great anime overall. Again, alongside just music is really good too. Most of the OPs hit, most of the endings hit, all of the OSTs are good. One Piece, number 3.
See, this is how I know the Usopp was just like it was like just trying to mess with me because you didn't even mention Brooke. You didn't even mention Brooke.
Well, I don't want to get into spoilers with Brooke.
Just in general. So Brooke only is your
No, I
favorite,
mentioned
not
Brooke.
because of the manga.
I mentioned Brooke.
I missed it.
Yeah, I mentioned Brooke.
Oh, okay.
If I didn't, Brooke is my favorite Straw Hat, you guys. Favorite Straw Hat. But everybody wants to ish on Usopp, so I got to boost up Usopp. Nobody really issues on Brooke, but also Brooke top 5 Straw Hat. And I will stand on that. I think he is stronger than Robin, and I will stand on that. But anyway, One Piece, number 3.
My number 3 is not One Piece. Okay, last year was Yu Yu. This year, my number 3, PRD has harped on it and talked about it. For me, has one of the most relatable main characters for my personal life. The obviously heavy sports anime, but it's more than just sports. Like it truly, in my opinion, tackles identity. It tackles ego, but not in the sense of ego that like we think of like bad guys or villains or negative ego. Now some of the characters have an ego that's like, all right, you tripping, but overall, the way they talk about ego is more of about self, about like self identity, realizing who you are, tapping into that, accepting that, and letting it fly, but not in a like not I don't know how else to say it, but not in a negative, egotistical way, right? Not in the way we think of like, oh, that dude just got a big ego. Like we don't like that. Like, nah, this is different. Like this is the type of ego that we all should have: a confidence in ourselves, a bravado about ourselves, but also knowing how to mesh with other people's egos and feelings and how they move and operate and maneuver. And so, yes, Blue Lock is my number 3. I know recently we were on Got Ahead podcast, and I said it was number 2, and it previously was. But something has recently moved up above it. And this being number 3 also incorporates the manga. Without spoiling anything, I won't do that. It is like that, and where it is going, and how things are evolving, how characters are evolving, how pieces are being moved around again. The puzzle is forming for Asagi and others. Blue Lock is like that. If you haven't read the manga, first and foremost, go watch Mel's video about the manga and then pick up that manga. Oh my gosh. Like, does such a good job of you being able to follow what's actually going on and it not being too much and be like, wait, how did the ball go from here to there already? No, it does a great job. And the grunginess of like everyone's ego and like how it's drawn, so good. Number 3, Blue Lock.
My number 2, again, has not changed. And I don't think this one will ever change. This one I think will always be a top 3 for me.
Made me cry recently. Made me shed a tear making a video for it.
Oh, good. My number 2. Did you really shed a tear?
I did. I was making that video that we just posted yesterday or today, whatever day.
Good stuff. My number 2.
I think it is.
Huh?
If it's what I think it
is.
It's
that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm just shocked that it made you shed tears.
Yeah. Brother, like I said, bro, I be, you know what I'm saying, tough guy in it out here, but I be getting emotional, bro. I be getting emotional, man. Go ahead. My bad. Not to take your moment. Go ahead. Have your moment.
Found me like in a really, really, really tough time in life. Which is so crazy that you stumble upon like some anime like in tough times and like or good times. And it'll do either or for you. It'll pull you up or it'll motivate you to do more. And so Your Lie in April is that for me. We're talking about like blends music and storytelling really, 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 really well. A guy who like legit is a piano genius, but for reasons that I won't get into, literally can't hear the keys on the piano. Like legit, all he hears is the thumping of keys. Can't really hear the music. But it's still like crazy that he can still read and play, just can't hear the music. And then you have the main girl who also is a violinist extraordinaire who helps pull this man out of the funk that he's in. Literally overcoming trauma, which is for me like adult themed. Again, it is a shonen anime, but there are some really, really dope adult things that really adult themes that really help me out.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Overcoming trauma, which is something I think we all like have to do sometime or later. Learning to live again, like even after things have happened, even after like certain obstacles have happened that have like knocked you back 15 steps, like rediscovering that, hey, yo, I can still live again through that. Rediscovering joy, which was one of the bigger themes for me. Because for me, like, again, just really, really down in the dumps. Nothing's really working out for me musically wise. But just still rediscovering that there's still joy in me playing and there's still joy in me like chasing after certain things that I want to musically really helped me out. And again, finding purpose. We talked about purpose earlier on in the podcast, but like rediscovering like what purpose is and what that truly means and how does that look for you. It's just a really, really dope anime. Again, it's going to make you cry multiple times. Even though like if you go back like 4 episodes, for me that wasn't even the saddest part of the anime. For me, it's one of the most impactful, but it's not the saddest. So you will cry multiple times through this anime. But it again deals with grief, hope, fear, tragedy, trauma, love, acceptance, forgiveness, you name it, it's in this anime. And again, it's music, you guys. I'm a musician. It does great things for me. So for those reasons, Your Lie in April, number 2.
Yeah. No, Your Lie is nice. Your Lie is like that for sure. Yeah, I'm dead serious when I rewatched that moment, that final performance. Your boy shed a quick little tear. I wasn't weeping, but I did shed a tear. So it definitely tugs at your heartstrings, especially as you go through that journey and that progression, and you find out what's really going on in with Kaoru or Kaori.
Cowrie.
What's really going on with her, and then like the whole start of this whole thing, and her and her past or whatever.
Yeah, without
It's dope.
spoiling, like I just
Yeah,
thought that it wasn't something wasn't gonna, and I was like, I was crushed
yeah,
when it happened. But
yeah. So yeah, Your Lie in April is definitely like that for sure. One of my favorite music animes. Tact OP is another fire music anime.
oh
Um,
yeah, yeah, it's good.
my number two. Okay, shout out to the Church of Oda. Okay, shout out to Zoro being the greatest character in the series. Okay, that's for you, Rob. That's for you. Call me a Zoro Glazer. If you're gonna call me that, I might as well. I might as well. I'm not that bad, but since you're gonna call me out like I'm Terrell, I'm not as bad as he was making me out to be. I'm not as bad as he's making out some of these other folks. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not, bro. But whatever. If y'all gonna call me that, if y'all gonna act like that, then screw it. I'll take that identity. I'll take that role. You know what I'm saying? If you want to hate on me, I'll make you hate me some more. But um, no, when we talk about world building and we talk about intricate stories, to some extent, a lot of it is just like a lot. Some of it is a lot. However, it is where the story is going amazingly done. It is amazing. Like it could be over the top sometimes. It can be a lot. But the characters and the interconnectedness between the characters, the stories, the history, the world building itself, again, all the islands, past and present, I think is really what keeps me around for One Piece. It's like I have to see it's built to a point where I'm like I have to see what happens next. Like you can't make it this far into One Piece and be like, you know what, I'm just over it, bro. Like it gets to a point where like I have to know what's next. Who I have to find out who does what. I have to figure out the connection between character A and character B. Like I just need to know. I just have to. And Oda does a great job with that. The manga recently is the reason why it's bumped up to number 2 for me. I'm taking so for Blue Lock and for this anime for One Piece. It is the reason why I'm taking into consideration. I'm taking the manga into consideration and why it's about the number 2. Where this thing is going, we're getting so much information all at once. It's kind of crazy. It's a lot, but
Too much information.
it's so good. So
No,
it's like
it's great.
you just like whatever, cool. Fire hose, hydrant, so much stuff going on. You're just like I have no choice but to accept it and figure out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's something in this story for everyone. Like there's some relational aspect in the story for everyone. Some character you see yourself in or relate to for everyone. Some aspect of the story that you relate to for everyone.
Yeah.
One Piece, number 2.
No, I will say just piggyback a little bit. I think what Oda has done so well, in which like I don't know how he has done it. Like he really just intertwines like things together really well. But the fact that he shrouded the past in mystery for so long, and now we're just getting some of the payback of what's
Bro,
been going on for years. It like we have been I don't think you understand. One Piece has been in existence for like 26, 27 years. And Oda has shrouded a lot of One Piece in mystery. Like, yes, we get the story. Yes, we get the fights, but he gives us just a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. And now he is unloading everything at once, and it's
so
like we've been
don't
and that's what I'm saying. Like he's unloading so much, but there's still so much more. Like there, for
so
everything he loads, there's a question to why he loaded that. Like
5
Yellow's this. Okay, I get it, but you still didn't answer this though.
Wait, so but if that's the case, then what happened with this?
Like I just don't like his mind is it's so warped in a good way. But I think that's probably his biggest asset is the fact that he has kept us stringing along for 26, 27 years without us getting bored.
I haven't gotten bored.
I haven't.
I haven't. I think the only time that I could consider, and this was more anime than manga, that I got bored was Dressrosa. I'm like, all right.
That was a hard
And
watch.
it was just, and mostly just because it dragged, not because what was happening was boring. It was like, okay, let's keep going.
50
let's
episodes
keep going. Let's keep going. But yeah.
But yeah, no, Oda does that very well. So yeah, no, I agree. That might get, I don't know. Your Lie in April has a really, really, really special place in my heart.
Yeah.
My number one. My effing number one. I don't even care. You can talk what you want to talk. It don't even matter. You've said everything that you wanted to say, and you still dropped it in your top 6. So that's fine. Do as my wife says, and I don't mean this but do you, Queen? Listen. I know, and my wife got me saying it too. I be around the house. I'm just saying I be around the house, and she be like, "Do you, Queen?" And so now I've gotten in the habit of like when she do something, I'm like, "All right, do you, Queen?" Yeah, I've gotten in the habit of doing it, so it's now like,
yes, Queen.
In my Rolodex. All right. That's not in my Rolodex.
Might as well be. Break that one out for next time. Break that one out for next time.
Huh?
I said break that one out for her next time. The Yes Queen.
I will.
She gonna love it.
One of the greatest anime, if not the greatest anime of all freaking time. We are talking about a set of characters who, for me, are probably one of the greatest 4 sets of characters. I am not trying to take any shots, but I think that this set is way more better than Hunter x Hunter. In my opinion, I think everybody has a story. Everybody gets shine. Not necessarily people get that from Hunter x Hunter. But I enjoy this. I enjoy their camaraderie a lot more than I enjoy Hunter x Hunter. For sure. Again, with Yusuke, Kuwabara, Kurama, and Hiei. I think that is a star-studded cast of 4 sets of individuals. Yusuke, Joe touched on Yusuke for sure. Yusuke is selfish. He is immature. He's insecure, but he's also hilarious. He's also compassionate. He also wants to grow. He doesn't feel like your traditional like shonen character. He legit feels like a normal dude just trying to figure it out as it goes by. Like as time goes by, he's trying to figure it out. Again, Joe touched on the tournament arc. For me, that is one of the best tournament arcs that is written, and it led the blueprint to a lot of other tournament arcs that were in play as well. And when Joe made the face, so I started reading the manga. There's a lot more of the characters that you get in the manga. So that is what I'm talking about. Like I've started reading a little bit of Hunter x Hunter. But again, I haven't gotten anything out of Leorio. We know about Kurapika. We know about Killua, but Killua gets like a little backstory. Like it's nothing like significant like that. Like he gets like a little mini arc. We get like glimpses of like what's going on in his life. Gon really ain't got too much going on in his backstory life like that. I mean, he's trying to chase his dad, trying to figure out what's going on with his dad, but like we don't know anything about Gon as of yet either. So the jury is still out on that. We'll wait to see, how that goes. But anyway, I don't care. This is not Hunter x Hunter. I think Yu Yu for me is one I legit watch it every year. Again, tournament arc is one of the greatest tournament arcs. I think for me, and I didn't get a chance to talk about this on Gotta Hate Him, but we talk about villains. I think that again, One Piece kind of started, not One Piece, Yu Yu Hakusho started to set the blueprint of like villains who like dealt with like morality issues. Toguro dealt with those types of issues. Shinsui dealt with those type of issues. And if we go to the Four Kings, I mean, is it the Four Kings arc? Is it the Four Kings or Great Kings? I can't remember. But like,
I think the Four Kings.
Four Kings. I don't know. Four Kings, Great Kings. But yeah, but even all of them like have issues, and it's just not villain. Like I'm a villain for the sake of being a villain. Like they all have issues that they're trying to work through, and all of them kind of feel like it's the right way to go about it, but for the sake of morality, not necessarily the case. And so I think Yu Yu Hakusho was one of the blueprints for making like those type of characters or those type of villains like an actual thing, and not just you being a villain for the sake of being a villain. again, so much. There's like a lot of emotional moments. Genkai's death, which really wasn't a death, but at the time when we thought that she died, really emotional, really emotional. Yusuke's funeral with Kuwabara crying and like yelling and breaking through the funeral, and they having to drag him out. Really, 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 really sad. Younger Tagoro, like him meeting Genkai or like on Death's Way, really, really sad. Learning Shinsui's backstory, again, really emotional, really sad. Genkai's like final goodbye, also really sad. There's hilarious moments as well that they mix in really well. Again, fight scenes are really good. I will admit for sure, nostalgia for sure, but I also think that there are a lot of things in this anime that get done right. And if we didn't have the last arc rushed like it did, for me, this would probably be like, I would put it in conversation for like shonen, like one of shonen's masterpieces, if the King's Arc got done well, in my opinion. Which I don't think it was necessarily bad, but it won't necessarily good either. And so for those reasons, I can understand that. I can also say that nostalgia is a lot. I don't want to say a lot, but it has something to do with that. But again, amazing characters, amazing set of 4 individuals, has emotional depth. The main character also has emotional depth. All of the side characters have really good emotional depth. Again, we talk about music. Music is really phenomenal, especially for what it was at the time. For me, the animation still holds up. It has that 90s aesthetic that I absolutely love and grew up on. Villains are really, really good as well. It's just a series that I can watch over and over again. Again, I watch it every year. I think it's really watchable. So for those reasons, I could go on and on and on, but I want Yu Yu Hakusho, my number one, all day, every day. That will never change, ever.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I have some pushback, but
Sure.
I,
This ain't what that's about. What's your number one?
yeah, I guess the character thing is giving me a hard time, but
I'm sure. I can argue against that, but I'm sure. But we're not here for that. What's your number one?
Okay, all right, I won't do it. I won't do it. My number one is, and for the longest time, objectively speaking, you gotta mute yourself, bro. Like you, bro. Whatever. Generally speaking, the greatest anime of all time. Okay, for the longest time, it was up there. It's been dethroned as number one, but whatever. If
I
you
just
want
hate
to
when people
talk,
throw around objectively, but go ahead. Go off, Queen.
see, we not gonna do that. I'm not your wife. We not gonna do that. We not doing that. By community standards and community vote, the people have voted. Okay, for however many years, that it was the greatest anime of all time. Whether you agree with that or not, go argue with your mama. Like P just said, stole my saying, I really don't give a damn. Okay. However, for me, this is my list. Full Malcolm's Brotherhood. From episode 1 to episode 64. 64, because I just rewatched the last 3 episodes. Perfection. I don't have an issue. I have none. I don't have a single issue. I don't. I don't have anything like, dang, it would have been really cool if we could figure out more about this, or dang, left is hanging with that, or this person shouldn't have died, or this person should have done this. Like there was none of that for me. Not a single thing was like, I want to know more about this. Not a single thing. I was really confused about this. Not a single thing. What I do have is, in my opinion, the best cast of female characters in anime. In my opinion. I know P was hyping up Black Lagoon earlier. I haven't seen Black Lagoon. I'm not saying they're not great. In my opinion, this is the best cast of female characters that have ever been written. And it was written by a female. That's probably why. At no point in time do we see Ed being super OP, even though he is this prodigy. However, we see him using what really sets Ed apart isn't his fighting prowess, even though he does know how to box. Shout out to Izumi. Okay. it's his mind, it's his mental that really sets him apart from the rest of the group, and being able to do the things that he does with his alchemy and think the way that he thinks and piece together the way that he pieces things together. The relationship between Al and Alphonse, my favorite moment between those two is when Al comes back, when they come back from the 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 facility. I forgot the name of the facility. I'm bad with that. But when after Al talked to Barry the butcher, and he got in his head about, is that really your brother? Are you really Alphonse? And so them butting heads and Winry having to be like, yo, your brother loves you. Your brother has done so much for you specifically. Your brother has cut out on certain things for himself for you. Don't get it twisted. Don't lose yourself. Don't let someone else, some outside force, come in between and mess that up. Roy Mustang, relationship between Roy and Riza Hawkeye, and the parallel of the younger relationship of Ed and Winry. I just saw my wife earlier. Maybe I'll show it. Maybe I'll let the moment earlier. I was munching on a sandwich. Your boy was hungry, starving. I don't know the last time I ate today. Okay. When you got a companion, a partner in your life that holds you down, obviously making a sandwich isn't that like that miraculous thing. But when you got a partner that can hold you down, keep you in check, and help you out and ground you the way that Winry and Riza do for Ed and Roy respectively, I don't have. That's like one of my favorite things to see in a female character. Not that that's what they're limited to, because we have Izumi Curtis, who is like that. We got Armstrong, who is Olivier, who is like that. Okay, there's a diversity of it. I'm rambling. I'm yapping. Episode 1, episode 64, perfection. Characters, the world building that isn't very vast. It's not One Piece vast, right? But bringing in Shing, bringing in Alkahestry, bringing in the Ishvalan people, right? Xerxes and everything that happened in the history in the past with that and how it correlates to now. I know P ain't really rocking with the monkeys like that. I think, yes, they are one-dimensional, but that's intended and how they're supposed to be. And I think it shows a lot about Father and his character, and him trying to get rid of those aspects of him and create him trying to be the perfect being. And how, even though they're not human, the humanity, but for all of those sins, perfect anime. No arguments here. No issues with it. 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, 20 out of 10, 100 out of 10. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. My number one anime. You can unmute yourself now, Preston. All right, guys. Yeah, this was a good time. This was a great time. I had fun. If you haven't already liked the episode, come on, P.
Oh no, you go ahead, man. You got it.
That's not how I'm trying to end it. So
great. No, you guys, this was great. Listen, by the way, guys, I just want to let you know I'm not really upset. I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
Stupid, bro.
No, you guys, I'm not upset. Like I said, this is always a good time. It's always what's I little upset? I'm not for the serious lie. Just a tad. Just a tad. It hurt just a little bit.
It hurt your heart.
Because I tried. Here's the thing. I just next time I know, man. Next time I know.
You know what's funny? What's funny? I meant to text you yesterday, be like, bro, don't. If you want to, I literally meant to text you yesterday, be like, bro, if you want to move Full Metal down, move Full Metal down. Like, don't. I meant to tell you, don't do that for me. But I'm like, if people want to move it down, he'll move it down. I was like,
and 9 times out of 10, I would have moved it down. But the also half of me is like, once you like hinted at what was going on, like half of me really wanted to be petty right then and there. Like I made the decision like right then and there. Like as I'm talking, I'm not going to be petty. Like I'm just going to keep my list. Because I was going to move that down to 6 as well. But as I was talking, I was like, no, this is your list. Stick beside your list. But when I get the opportunity, I will definitely reevaluate and I will move it where I think it should belong.
This was the time to reevaluate.
But I had already said a long time ago, like my top 5, like it's really hard to get out of my top 5.
No, it is.
And even then, I don't know what I would put there. The only thing that I would put there is something that I would probably enjoy watching more, because again, I mean, I hate to use the word objectively, because I think sometimes things aren't objective. Like we still think it's subjective. So I don't want to use the word objective, but it is like a really, 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 really good anime. I think objectively speaking, like it is a good anime. There are very little to no flaws to that anime. And so for those reasons, I think it's very hard for me to like kick that out of my top 5, especially being that it's been in my top 5 for years.
So
I also think that nostalgia kicks my ass with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, just like it does with Yu Yu. But Yu Yu isn't going anywhere either, and so it would have to be something really crazy to move it out of my top 5. There is one anime and one anime alone that I can think of that will kick it out of that spot, and it's not JoJo's, but it is one anime that I think it could kick it out of that spot that I'm thinking about it now. But this anime ain't never reached my top 10 either. So to bring this anime,
that makes no sense.
That's what I'm saying. But it's again, it's just me thinking like, what do I enjoy watching? And what have I watched the most of and can go back to all the time? And so I think sometimes that could play into why it goes in your top 5 too. Because again, Yu Yu Hakusho like is a rewatch for me. Like, is it perfect? Hell no. But like rewatchability, like I'm going to watch that every year, just like I'm going to watch Your Lie in April every year.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, my feelings were hurt this episode. The last episode that we had of the year. Feelings
we're gonna talk in 2 days again.
So. My feelings were a little hurt, you guys. And I'll get over it. By the next time we have a lot, we can't even talk about it on the live, y'all. I can't even vent, but it's okay.
Do whatever you want.
No, I don't want to spoil the episode.
Oh.
So for those reasons, I'm out. But again, I understand the reasonings why Joe put it there. Like, I get it. Still. Yeah. Blue Lock. Like, I'm just like, like some things I'm just like, I get it, but
Blue Lock won't be there forever. Blue Lock won't be there forever. I know it won't.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Blue Lock won't stay in my top 7 for long either. And so
after the manga's done, and a little time's passed, and the anime finishes, Blue Lock will be on its way out. Depending on how they end it, too. You never know. So,
yeah, like I said, it's really hard to come out of my top 5. Like, even though there is one that like came out of nowhere, and I don't know why that was never in. I just never really thought about it. But it's very hard to like infiltrate my top 5. And once my top 5 is there, it's pretty much solidified. And so something crazy would have to happen to kick Full Metal to like 6 or 7. I mean, again, there's one anime that I can think of. Two. But
they're not in your top 10.
One is.
Oh, okay.
But I get it. I'm a little sore, you guys. Hurt my feelings. When I met Joe, this was like, we both like Yu Yu.
We both still like Yu Yu.
We were Yu Yu brothers. It was in our top 5. And now only one of us is a Yu Yu bro now.
Okay. So anything you want to say to people before we close this episode? Before we close our final season? I mean, you've said a lot, so maybe that's what you wanted to say to people. You wanted to express your feelings and how I hurt your heart. But is there anything else you want to tell the people before we end our final episode of the season?
Nah, man, it's a great time, man. I enjoyed it. For real. This is a good time. Listen, I love doing top 10 stuff. I love doing lists. So this is always a good time. For sure. Feelings hurt, but good time. I'll get over it, you guys.
And while P is weeping. Man, season 4. I appreciate all of you. We appreciate all of you that have been here. In all these episodes, man. Whether you've watched one episode, whether there's no episode you've watched, go back and watch the other ones. Okay? They're all in a nice little playlist in order for you to go watch. Go check it out. Or you've been here for the long haul. You've been here since day 1, episode 0. Literally episode 0 of Life with Me podcast 5 years ago.
It was like a 25-minute episode.
Man.
Just quick introduction.
Quick intro. Quick yap. Whether you just got here, whether you've been here that long, man, we appreciate you. We love you. We thank you for your support. And support this episode by liking it.
Yeah. And then
subscribe. Maybe even, become a member if you want to.
It's a good time.
Join the
too.
Discord.
Yeah.
You know, come hang out with us on Friday nights for the live streams.
Put in the chat how Joe needs to move you back to its rightful spot, you guys.
DM me and let
Will
me
it
know.
ever get back? Will it ever go back? Or is this like, is this like solidified?
You know what I do want to do? I need to go watch the OVA.
I do too.
I need to go watch the OVA. The OVA could maybe put it back up there. I think it's
when are
more.
you going to go back and watch the actual joint?
I mean, I watched it a couple years ago.
6, Joe.
It's probably more. It's probably 5 or 4. I'm trying to think. Hold on. It was my second year in Tennessee, so 2 years out. Last year, 4 years ago. 4 years ago.
Joe, that's a minute ago, man.
Terrell, how many anime are there, brother?
I know, but like there's no anime that you like just go back and like rewatch for the hell of it.
Not
you don't have
really.
one anime that you do on like a rewatch yearly?
No, bro. No, I don't.
Not even a Full Metal? That's only 64.
I've rewatched Full Metal a couple times, but no, not really. AOT's been the most rewatched anime, and that's because of the wifey.
I'm telling you something. Unfortunately, like, and this is why I know I got to touch on the tism. Like, I can't remember things like that. Like, either I have to write it down or, like, I have to go back and keep, like, rewatching or replaying because I could watch something and 3 days later, it is gone.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
So I don't see how, like, you, like I gotta keep, like, I gotta go back. Is you really that good? Let me go back and rewatch it. Yeah, still good. Still good. Still hold up.
I know it's good. I know it's still good. I know it's still an amazing show. I still love it.
I mean, my thing is like, it's cool. If it drops lower though, oh, Joe.
If maybe One Piece, Blue Lock. Blue Lock eventually will, it could bump up at least back to 5. Blue Lock will eventually one day go away. But other things could pop up. I don't know. You never know what happens in this world of anime. So
I think, like I said, the real reason too is for Full Metal. It's just not rewatchable to me. I think that's I know it's good. And I think that's why I continue to also keep it there. Like I know the worth of it.
Yeah.
But like I'm not going back and rewatching it either. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's a fun time, man.
Yeah, fun year.
Great year.
Not over yet. It's not over yet.
I know we're still gonna be around.
We're still gonna be around. Check out follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Follow us over there. I don't know how that's going. Please don't charge that one. I don't look at that. I don't look at TikTok.
TikTok, we'll talk.
But come show us some love over there. We're over there. We'll be there. And then live streams. If you're on Spotify, come follow us on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Twitch. We stream live weekly, unless something pops up life family wise and we can't be there or one of us is only there. Whatever. Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We've been there for a good minute too.
We'll be in there for usually a good minute. So, all right, y'all. Well, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much.
More emotional than anything. Like it's the last. Like I really wouldn't have been upset if this was like episode
10,
3 of season 4. I wouldn't be upset. But this is how we leaving. This is how we leaving the people.
That's how we leaving the people.
Gosh, man.
And for one last time, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And see y'all next year. Peace.